Hey guys, wait, no, Steven, you are the introer. You intro.
No! Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Following Lucha. This is a podcast where we discuss the lore of the hit TV show Lucha Underground, and then we talk about wrestling of the week of, the wrestling of this week, except for today. Because today, we're not talking about Lucha Underground. I'm your host, Steven. This is JC.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And yeah, no, we are the usual lore keepers of Lucha Underground. We're not watching Lucha Underground this week. We don't like wrestling. We don't want to watch wrestling. And so this isn't a wrestling podcast. Steven, we have other plans. What are we going to watch?
Major plans today, dude. We're watching the hit 2009 TV show on Cartoon Network, Destroy, Build, Destroy, with famous singer Andrew W.K. If you don't know what the show is, guys, back in 2009, the CEO of Cartoon Network was like, yo, you know what kids don't watch? Cartoons. So let's make a reality TV show block.
Hell yeah. We are watching...
Can you guess how long it lasted?
The block of reality television on Cartoon Network?
With shows like, dude, what would happen? And
what happened?
Bobby Says.
Well, how long did the block of reality TV last, Steven?
I think it's like less than a year. Oh. And Bobby Said had like one episode.
That's
and
so
is now
sad.
Forever lost media. You cannot recover the show ever.
No clue.
It's just some little kid like, yo,
that's
Bobby
not
said...
important, Steven. We're so early into the podcast to dive into Bobby Says lore. Okay?
No.
Stop.
All right.
People don't understand what we're doing yet. Okay?
No.
Guys, usually we watch wrestling. We're not watching wrestling. We are watching something related to wrestling this week, okay? And that something related it's a reality show from Cartoon Network when Steven and I were little boys. Steven, how old were you in March of 2010? I
was 8 or 9.
You were
maybe
not
9.
8. We were both 9. I knew the answer to the question. We were both 9.
No, 20. Did this come out in 2009 or 2010?
This episode came out in 2010.
Okay, I was 9.
Yeah, I know.
Or 10. 9 or 10.
No, you weren't.
It depended on the day.
I told you the day. It was March 3rd. March 3rd of 2010. You were a 9-year-old boy. We both were.
I'm a 9-year-old child, dude.
We didn't yet know each other, okay? We wouldn't meet each other for still another like 3 or 4 years, you know?
I didn't watch wrestling fully at the time, you know?
Exactly.
Did you keep up with wrestling at the time?
I didn't care enough. I was watching wrestling, Raw, Smackdown, all of it. NXT, the reality show. Everything. This was like me in the peak of my wrestling fandom, okay? Not really, but for a little kid, yeah.
This isn't your peak, dude.
This is
That'd be really cool if it was your peak, you know? If it was your peak wrestling phase, you'd have been like a cool kid by now.
Fine. Are you saying I'm not a cool kid? That's really fucked up, Steven. What the hell?
Sorry.
I was a cool kid because as a 9-year-old on March 3rd of 2010, I was sitting watching the Cartoon Network, and on the Cartoon Network, Destroy, Build, Destroy, a reality show
Build, Destroy,
where teams build and destroy stuff, had special guests on, and those special guests were the Miz and John Morrison. Okay.
Whoa.
I know.
That's crazy.
It's pretty insane. It's pretty insane. So now with that context, I think there's a more full understanding that the listening audience may have at this point. Explain
you guys may know
me.
Andrew W.K, guys. Why
did they care about Andrew W.K, Steven?
He's a singer.
What role does he
He's
play
a famous rock star.
That's not why they would care about. They would care because he's the host of Destroy, Build, Destroy.
What do you mean?
My God.
So basically, the other show, right, was Destroy, Build, Destroy, which was insanely popular when it came out. I think because it had explosions in it, and like that's what kids love, you know. Explosions.
So just to quote the intro of the show, Steven, just to give I think what's a fair description, it's a show, a competition where two teams destroy stuff and use the remains to build something cool, and then the losers get their creation blown up.
The losers get wrecked, dude. All their hard work,
wrecked.
It gets destroyed, man.
No,
it's not fun for them at all.
I know, I know. It's tough, but Steven, this was the exciting show. The Miz and John Morrison were on it. At the time, The Miz was my favorite wrestler, okay? So this is huge.
Still is.
Okay? He still very much is. He's up there. But yeah, so for background of the show, it only ran from 2009 to 2011. And if you're not our age, there's no way you would have fucking watched this. Because why would you? because I feel like this appealed to a very niche audience, even though it was a kids show. Like, one, it appealed to
Well,
kids.
they forced it on Cartoon Network. I think it replaced like a very popular block for like cartoons. I think it was like nighttime, like 7 p.m. or something.
No way this
Like,
was nighttime. I watched this
think it was a
all the
nighttime
time
show.
during the day. No way,
Well,
no
probably
way.
like reruns is what you watched.
Definitely reruns. That's
But
what
new
all those fucking
episodes.
kids shows are. Nah.
What?
Not true.
Nah.
Not true.
Not like Adult Swim time, but like before Adult Swim, you know?
Adult Swim time's like after 8 p.m. So if you're calling
I know,
fucking
it's scary,
7
dude.
p.m. late, man, I don't know what's going on
That
here.
is late for a child. 7 p.m. is
Oh,
late.
God, whatever.
If you're a kid, dude, you sleep at like fucking 9 p.m., dude. It's crazy.
Whatever. And I know you mentioned
Insane.
earlier that there was this reality TV show block on Cartoon Network, Steven, right? Where it was not cartoons. I have some history from Wikipedia here.
What?
That only 2 non-cartoon shows were ever picked up for a second season on Cartoon Network, and Destroy,
Right.
Build, Destroy was one of them. Okay?
Let's go. What's the
Very
other one? Was it Hole in the Wall?
No, you already mentioned it. It was Dude, What Would
Fudge.
Happen?
Dude,
Yeah.
what would happen? That show was so dumb. You know what that show was, by the way?
No, I didn't watch that one.
It was like it's like Mythbusters, but with dudes, right?
Little boys.
So, like, yeah, it would be like, dude, what would happen if we threw pizza on a roof, dude? And they do it, right? And it's like, dude, we threw pizza on a roof and it stayed there, dude. That's what would
awesome.
happen. I know.
It's true. It's true.
It's kind of sick show. No wonder I got picked up for a second season.
Yeah, believe it or not, I was more so directing my attention to Destroy, Build, Destroy. I was a little more intellectually fulfilled by it.
Yeah, I dabble into the Story Build Destroy, you know?
Yeah,
I'll dabble
and
into it.
As you mentioned too, the host of the program was Andrew W.K. And
Such a weird host for a kids show, by the way.
I thought that was Dave Grohl.
You know?
I'm gonna be honest. 9-year-old me thought that was the lead singer of the Foo Fighters, Steven.
What? How'd you know about
Yeah.
the Foo Fighters when you were 9?
Because my dad listened to the Foo Fighters nonstop, okay?
I guess that
And
makes
so
sense.
little me saw like a man with long hair and a beard, and I was like, "That's awesome! They
Yo.
got him."
That's the guy, Dad. That's him.
And I guess he was a musician, like you said. I
Mm-hmm.
personally, I haven't listened to any of Andrew W.K.'s music, Stephen.
Yeah?
Do you know?
But you know
what
what's
his
crazy
biggest
about Andrew
hit is?
WK? Marrying Kat Dennings, that was probably his biggest thing, you know?
Oh yeah, I think that was last year. He married Kat Dennings, who is in wrestling news right now. Stephen, Kat Dennings.
I love that. I love that news so much. You guys
What
should
a
wait for that. Or skip to
tie-in.
it. If you're watching this right now, you don't care about this show. You care about the current news. Skip to that part if you want to.
No, we can just talk about Kat Dennings now. It's not like this massive current events story. I feel like she's way more relevant now than she is in the current events. She just went on
What?
Twitter, the actress from Two Broke Girls in like some Marvel movie. She was like, "Hey, I like
No,
wrestling
she was the worst
now."
one. Don't worry.
Oh.
She was in the worst Marvel movie. Thor
That's
2 and
tough.
Thor 1. Oof.
That's tough. What do you-
Yeah.
those were good, Steven. I don't know what you're talking
Thor
about.
2?
I mean,
No, Thor 2 was the
it
worst
wasn't
one.
that good. I was a little bit bored during both.
Thor 1 was kind of boring in my opinion.
But that was back when I still watched Marvel movies, so like I've seen it. at
Yeah.
least.
Can you
But
believe people like turned on like Waititi already because he made one mediocre Marvel movie? Isn't that crazy?
Mediocre is right, Steven.
I mean,
and
it
so-
is. It very was.
I promise it
And so-
wasn't. But Kat Dennings, Steven.
Kat
She was
Dennings?
also in Two Broke Girls, which is also, it had Eric Andre on, so that's a big deal, you know? That's pretty huge. She was in a movie with Michael Cera? Not Matt Cera. Matt Cera is a fighter. Is Michael Cera the little nerdy guy?
Michael Cera is like the generic white nerdy awkward kid, you know,
Yeah,
like
him.
like
From
the
some-
Tim Middlehitch whatever type of people, you know.
I don't know.
You know,
who that
you know
is.
the type. You know the ones who always have
Yeah.
the one-liners like, guys, he's right behind me, isn't he? You know
Is he
those
also the
characters.
one that's in Zombieland, Michael Cera?
No, that's the
Shit.
Jesse Eisenberg. That's Jesse Eisenberg.
But
They're all the
that's
same.
typecast. Yeah. No, you're
Yeah.
right. You're right. That's so sad. Either way, Kat Dennings is now married to Andrew W.K., the man who hosted Destroy, Build, Destroy, and that's really the highlight of his career. But Steven, do you have any other history of Destroy, Build, Destroy before we get into the episode that had the Miz and John Morrison?
The Kat Dennings tweet where people were like, "Yo, you should watch Real Wrestling Lady." Okay.
Referring to
That was pretty
AEW,
sick.
you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is pretty
That was the
cool.
entire comic section for her tweet. It was pretty sick.
Yeah, no, it sounds pretty sick, Steven.
Yeah.
But what was
there's
even
not much to
sicker-
say about the history of this show, you know?
Okay, well then don't even talk about it. Don't even bring it up, Steven. Let's just talk about the episode.
What?
Season 2,
Okay.
Episode 6, March 3rd, 2010. It was a big time, a major time, Steven. Destroy Build Destroy was just renewed for a second season, you know? That's huge.
Yo, they didn't expect that
know.
at all, you know? It's like,
No,
yo, how'd this
truly
happen?
didn't. All their peers are gone. They're the only ones left.
I know. All their other shows, like Brain Rush or whatever, it's dead.
Oh,
it's
shit,
gone.
that sounds familiar. But
It's the one,
Steven,
the roller coaster, and they had
They
to answer
start.
questions.
Destroy, Build, Destroy. This episode starts with them all standing in a wrestling ring. It's Andrew W.K. and about 6 teenage to preteens. Okay.
Tweens?
No, I don't think they're.
Like,
maybe
Tweens, right?
I think they're probably actually all in their teens. They're probably all like 13 and up. You know.
So, yeah,
hindsight.
I'd say that. Like,
Yeah.
middle, high school age, right?
But the theme, I guess every episode of Destroy, Build, Destroy, they have 2 teams, and there's always a theme to it, right? Like
a gimmick.
older
They're-
siblings versus younger
Yeah.
siblings, or
Nerds versus gamers.
Exactly.
I think that was an episode, actually.
No, it wasn't.
No, I think it
Don't
was
even say that
athletes
shit.
versus gamers.
That makes
where,
more sense than fucking nerds versus gamers, man.
No, there's a difference. There's a difference.
Okay, my
you
bad,
can't,
my bad.
You can be a gamer without being a nerd.
I guess so. It just feels like that's not like a famous battle. Like those two aren't waging wars against one another. The nerds
What do you
and the
mean?
gamers, you know?
The nerds versus the geeks. That's a current war right now. That could
Destroy
be a good
Build
episode.
Destroy is a show for people, the most vitriolic groups of people, Steven, to settle their differences, okay? And the
They fight to
vitriolic
the
group
death.
they chose for this episode exactly was wrestling fans. They got 6 wrestling fans.
Was it fans? I thought it was just random dudes. I'm gonna be
No,
honest.
it said 6 wrestling fans, but I really think the casting
Oh.
director misunderstood the prompt.
They just.
because
Oh, yeah, I know
they
what you mean.
introduce all 6 kids, and the first one says, "My name's Joey, and I'm an amateur wrestler." Which,
I would put you on the mat.
This is not the right type of wrestling, guys.
So they
this
were
stuff.
like the. Do you want to mention the teams of them?
I would love. I'll go through all of them, Steven, if you want.
Yeah,
'cause
we got
that
the
was
Juggernauts
Joey.
first, right? With our boy
The
Joey.
Juggernauts is led by Joey, the amateur wrestler, 14 years old. He's joined by Austin. who is-
Austin Theory, man.
No, I don't think that's him. Austin, who is 14 years old. No other anything. Like he's 14.
Dude, these guys are. Isn't it weird how these guys are like 20, like in their mid 20s or late 20s by now? Isn't that crazy?
Not really.
No.
Why is that crazy? I was
What
9
are
when
they
I
now?
watched this. I thought they were adults when I watched this, Steven. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought they were men.
Yeah. But they're also joined by Damon, the last member of the Juggernauts.
He does the Damian Priest arrow thing. It's really cool.
He does, and he doesn't tell
Yeah.
us how old he is, but he says, "I bring the power and the strength."
I think he's Damian Priest. That's my
I think
headcanon.
so too. I think so too.
And then I looked up his actual age. Damian Priest is like 39, I'm pretty sure.
How'd you find his age?
No, Damian Priest's age.
Oh shit! I thought you meant Damon's
Yeah.
age. I thought you found.
Because I legit thought it was Damian Priest because I watched on my phone, right? Like in my small phone. Because I made it small. I looked away and I looked at it, right? And I see this kid like, hey, my name's Damon. And I misheard him as Davian for some reason.
Yeah, no, fucking Damian
Yeah.
Priest is not that dude's real name for one. 2, he's
What?
the same age as Miz and Morrison. Okay?
What?
Like, this is some messed up stuff.
Is he actually?
Yeah, he's an old guy, Damian Priest.
Dang, that's insane.
I know. But then the
Oh.
other team fighting the Juggernauts are the Manglers, okay? And this team consists of... We don't know any of the Manglers' ages. They just stopped mentioning it, which is sad.
Maybe they're too young for like TV show licensing reasons or like filming reasons, so they couldn't list them as a certain age.
You think Cartoon Network illegally wanted these 3 boys on Destroy, Build, Destroy, that they went
Yeah.
around all the world? Okay, maybe. Well, the first illegal boy on the Manglers is Christian, and he loves
Yo, that's my
choking
peep.
people.
Oh my gosh, bro, you're like 12, dude. Stop.
I don't know why this is his gimmick, but it's what he loves doing. He
He's
is
gonna fucking
joined.
choke me out, dude. The guy's scary.
They are joined by Patrick.
Hey, my boy, dude. He's gonna mangle them. That's what he said.
Well, that's all we get. We don't know anything else about Patrick.
I'm gonna mangle myself a win. I think that's what he said word for word. I'm pretty sure.
Patrick's the MVP of this entire episode, by the way. But the
My
final
boy.
member of the Manglers is Tristan, and he loves SmackDown.
I love Tristan's intro because like, my name's Tristan, and my favorite show is SmackDown.
Yeah, I get it.
Like, whose favorite show was SmackDown in 2010, man?
Yo, we skip ahead to 2016. My favorite show was SmackDown, man. SmackDown Live.
It's fair with Road Dogg, dude, as the writer.
Exactly. BB James.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go, man. But we find out. Wait, Andrew W.K. says this is not the final teams. Both of you are getting one additional member.
Oh my gosh.
Members from the WWE.
What?
And that's when I know. It's crazy. And that's when he brings out John Morrison. And
wow.
Dude, John Morrison was hot back then, okay?
Oh my gosh. This is like 2009 John Morrison, right? Because they said Intercontinental Champion.
I imagine they would have filmed
John Morrison.
Yeah.
I assume this is like around bragging rights, 2009. I assume.
Why
you remember
the fuck
that?
would you know that? No, I don't remember.
Do you not know about bragging rights 2009? The Miz versus John Morrison, Intercontinental Champion versus United States Champion.
I just remember all the like promos and vignettes where like Miz would be backstage.
That's what I remember.
Like,
I don't actually watch the match itself.
You're the Marty Jannetty of Miz and Morrison. That's what he used to say.
I mean,
and
that's
how I learned who Marty
remember.
Jannetty was. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But John Morrison's hot as shit. And he's
Dude,
like, I'm
this
joining
fucking
the
shirt was
Juggernauts.
so tight, dude. Like, oh my gosh, it's crazy.
He's there to build and destroy, Steven. It's got to be tight. He is joining the Juggernauts. He is joining Joey Austin and Damian Priest. Sorry,
Joey
and
Austin.
Helping out the other team, joining the Manglers, is The Miz.
Awesome, I came.
Exactly.
And then,
did you see how Andrew W.K. introduced him?
It's like the United States Champion. Was it the Wizard or something? Was that what he called him?
No. I would have even
What did he call
accepted
him?
that because technically Miz has a move called the Wizard of Oz, right?
Right.
He fucking called the Miz the Monk of Mojo.
The Monk of Mojo.
When was he ever called that?
I think they got the notes confused with John Morrison. I'm pretty sure.
Well, no, because Johnny wasn't either. Johnny goes by Jomo, and he's also the Shaman of Sexy, but he was never the Monk of Mojo. I mean, no, it would be weird for them to bring that
Maybe
one
it
up.
was like an old like Miz and Morrison thing we couldn't know about.
That's what I'm thinking about. Maybe before I could comprehend, Miz was Monk of Mojo, but I feel like I would know that. Like, he would bring it up from time to time, you know? But he doesn't. But that's what Andrew W.K. introduced him as. And, like, it's fucked
and
up that
as the United
they did
States
call him
champion.
that. What do you mean?
You know?
Why is that fucked
They
up?
announced him as United States champion.
Oh, I thought you were saying it's fucked up they announced him as U.S. champ. Which is kind of fucked up, because these are all pre-recorded. Never do that shit, okay? Because they're not going to be champion by the time this
They didn't have
airs.
the titles.
Exactly.
Like, they didn't bring them out or
right.
anything.
That would be dangerous, though, honestly, to bring it to the set of Destroy, Build, Destroy.
Yeah, all that sand's gonna ruin the title, dude. That poor gold.
It may ruin it. It may ruin it. But they are they get to building their contraptions, Steven, okay? Because Andrew W.K. says, what you guys are building today are surveillance vehicles.
Oh my gosh! But here's the thing.
Okay.
They don't have windows.
Exactly. So you guys are gonna have to build surveillance vehicles to navigate a maze without having any windows to see outside.
Maze, you say? It's like one ramp.
Listen, it's tough, Steven. It's tough. But how they're gonna navigate instead is via cameras.
Not even that. By the end of it, not even.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Well, we'll
I
get to
didn't
that
realize-
later.
Yeah, because when we do get to the end and we actually get the race between the two teams, which is how we decide whose team is to destroy the other team's cars, I didn't realize they're manually pushing the cars from behind half the time.
You thought they're gonna build cars? Like straight up?
They have engineers helping them, you know?
Yeah?
And yeah, man.
Just gonna casually build a car.
Well, it's
in like 10
what
hours.
the fuck's the point of the cameras? Why not just have the guys on the back of the vehicle tell you where to go, man?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe they're the steerers. But basically, guys, for this show there are stages where you gotta destroy, right?
Well,
you gotta
yeah.
destroy certain vehicles for parts. And what do they destroy, JC?
Well, okay, so yeah,
You know?
because they have to build their surveillance vehicles, right? And so
Yeah.
in order to do that, they need parts, right? And so to get the parts, they're given bigger objects that they blow up or destroy, right? And then they have to pick scraps from whatever's left of that to build their contraption, okay?
Except they don't really use the scraps of those, by the way.
Not really.
Which I never noticed as a child, but I'll get to that later.
In order to build their surveillance vehicles, they got, each team gets 2 cars, the remnants of 2 cars, essentially.
They're
right?
stacked like a triangle. It's pretty sick.
They are not like a V. You're right. But the catch is, Steven, each team gets to decide how the other team's 2 cars are going to be destroyed. Okay?
No, they decide how their car's gonna be destroyed.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
That's how it works. Yeah.
No, they choose how the other team's car is going to be destroyed.
No, they choose how their card gets destroyed.
Steven, I just watched the episode. I will pull it up
they
right
choose
now.
how their card gets destroyed. Do it, coward.
I will
You have to cut
do
this
it.
stuff out.
I'm not cutting it out because you're going to be proven a fool.
Bruh.
Destroy.
Bruh. Actually, in the wrong, dude. Cope.
WWE.
You fell off.
You want me to cut it out
plus
because you know
ratio.
you're going to be wrong.
Oh, plus ratio, you fell off. I was right.
Hey guys, our
Hey.
recording just stopped for some reason. But we looked it up. Steven, say you were wrong and you apologize.
Bruh.
I was right.
Fuck you, Patrick. Piece of shit. I figured you're like 10 or something. But, that's really sick, dude.
Yeah, because
You wanna
okay,
explain
listen.
the process
I
of
do
the
want to
show?
explain. I want to explain it because basically each team has like their own 2 cars, right? And the reason the opposite
Right.
team is destroying how they're choosing how it's destroyed is because they want their opponents to have a really mangled setup that they can't build from. So it's kind of just intuitive, and I don't know how you missed that plot point of destroy, build, destroy.
Nah. I always thought you just built it like I always thought you built it with the scraps of the car. You know, that's what I thought.
You do build it with the scraps, man. You
But
build
like,
it with
wouldn't
the
more
scraps that are
scraps be
blown up.
better than full scraps? What do you fucking do with like a gas engine? You know, you ain't doing shit with that, dude.
You would rather have a blown up gas tank than a full gas tank to run a
Yes.
vehicle. Okay.
Well, you don't even run the vehicle on gas. Is the thing.
They could have if it had lived. They could have
It's
if it had
mostly
lived.
cardboard. The cars are mostly cardboard boxes. Is the
Yo, don't
thing.
say that.
It makes no sense. They blow up cars, but they don't put the car pieces on their cars that they build.
You're just a hater, Steven, okay? You're a fucking
a hater
Patrick
hater.
hater, and that blinded you watching this episode.
What if that
okay?
Patrick was a really young, like, Velveteen Dream? You know?
You
What
think
if, man?
Wait, fuck, his name was Patrick.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Did we
I don't
discover
think
something?
that was him. I don't think that was him. But
Wait,
Steven,
wait a minute. Yeah.
that's not him. This is just racist, Steven.
No.
Steven, each team is blowing up the opposing teams, and they have 3 options for how they can blow it up, okay? The 3 options are that there's an explosive with a detonator inside the 2 cars that'll blow out the interior, okay? Crazy stuff, okay?
I know,
And then
it's
the
insane.
other 2 options, you could have a forklift destroy the car, like the arm of a forklift, smash it a whole bunch, or you can have a team of angry men beat it up with
I
a
thought it
hammer.
was just a drop.
I don't
I thought it
think
was just
so.
a forklift just dropping it, no?
No,
Oh.
Andrew W.K. was like, choose it and you can see how much damage you can do. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Spoilers, no one shows it. The Manglers.
We'll never know.
I know, it's so... Well, actually, Steven, hold on. Don't get too upset. The Manglers, the Miz's team, they won the coin flip. So they chose, we want John Morrison's cars to be blown up. So they chose the explosive
Right.
option. Very smart. By far the most effective. Kind of fucked up. One option is explosives, and the other is men beating it with a hammer. Okay?
Well, the thing about this show is like my history of watching this show. I don't think anyone ever picked the Men of Hammers because it's so boring, you know?
Yeah,
Just
man.
dudes with hammers.
But just you wait, because seconds go by, and then the Juggernauts, John Morrison's team, decides we would like to juggernaut or the destroyer.
We would like to juggernaut
beat
the
up
cars.
Exactly. That is precisely it.
And then
Steven.
John Morrison's like, "Yo, Andrew W.K. man, can I join the action?" And
he does. John Morrison
and he does
runs
end up
to
doing
join
it.
the group of angry men, and they all start beating up the Miz's cars. Okay,
Dude,
but
one of the kids was so excited, by the way, about this. Like, the dude's like, "Pop the tire!" Right? He
I
starts
did
yelling
see that,
about
yeah.
it. And then John just pops the tire for him, dude. The kid was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
cheering so hard for it. It was insane. Like,
Well,
it's just dudes beating up a car. It's not
It
that
is.
interesting.
It's very interesting. John Morrison, very sexy-like, is beating up a car. I would be excited too, but Steven, listen, hear me out, okay? Because I thought this was rigged in favor of The Miz. Like, they got an explosive, that's fucked up. But then, it wasn't just a group of angry men beating up The Miz's cars. They just used the forklift anyways. Which is, what was the point of
Miz? Even The Miz shouted like, "Yo, are you using the forklift, dude? What
yeah,
the
like,
fuck,
what
dude?
the
You can't
fuck?
do that."
Exactly. There was
No way.
blatant cheating from John Morrison's team. I mean, it was necessary. It kind of made it a little more even. But
I mean, again, they're men of hammers, you know?
so The Miz has a pile of angry or cars rather that was smashed up by angry men in a forklift, and John Morrison has a pile of cars that was blown up. It's still really not fair, okay?
Well, I think the biggest thing was the tires popping, because I'm pretty sure they would have used that for like the actual cars that they're gonna build, right?
I guess so, yeah. Yeah, that's fair. But also an explosion would still very much break any tires, Steven. I have to be honest.
Nah. I think tires can survive an explosion.
Might be.
Mythbusters.
By the way, when John Morrison goes to join all the angry men beating up the cars, the Damian Priest kid gets like really jealous. Like he gets really bitter. He's like, John Morrison got to do it. And like you could tell he really wanted to be out there beating up the cars. It was really weird.
Dude, the guy's like 2 pounds, dude. There's no way
What?
he could have done much damage.
Nah, Damian Priest
He's like
is pretty big.
13.
I mean, he was actually, we don't know his age, to be fair. But his other teammates are both 14. Steven, this is the first phase of Destroy, Build, Destroy. This is the first destroy part, believe it or not. Done.
Oh my gosh.
Over. Now we have to get onto the building.
It's been like 2 minutes.
It really has. It's a quick show.
And we get to the building part, dude. I remember... yeah?
I was going to say, before we get to the building part, Andrew W.K. drops a bomb on me that I wasn't prepared for, okay? Because I just didn't realize that as a kid. The show is so fake because they don't just use the scraps of what was blown up. Andrew W.K. was like, you get your scraps and some supplies that we threw in. Which is like all the
and
computers.
Some engineers.
And engineers. They have a team of experienced engineers that are going to help
dude,
them.
they're like 13-year-olds talking about cars, dude.
Listen, The Miz and John Morrison are there. They're not 13. They could figure
They're
it out.
engineers. Yeah,
Exactly.
Degrees in that.
They know how to build a match, okay? So it really, there's some crossover, Steven. You're not giving them
And
enough
then they were
credit.
off to go build their cars and stuff, and it's
Well,
exciting.
first they had a planning session, each of the teams, Steven.
Oh, this is my favorite part, dude.
How The Miz just didn't help his team, just sat back and was like, fuck, whatever.
Dude, the Miz team like, all right, we're gonna build a car. We're gonna sit back to back in the car with the camera. There's gonna be one in the front, one in the back, one on top that spins around, right? And then, and the Miz is like, they're just like, yeah, that makes sense, dude. That makes sense. Yeah.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And
Which
then
that was wonderful.
John Morrison's team, dude, was like all like arguing shit about like, yo, we gotta do this and this, and John's like, no, fuck your plan, we gotta do this shit instead.
That's not even, dude. Just the visual of it, okay? Because we have the Manglers, right? And they're all like huddled together, and the Miz is like fucking like 10 feet away, just kind of looking.
Just
and then
children.
they cut directly to the Juggernauts, and fucking all 4 of them, including John Morrison, are fucking huddled up, yelling at each other. Okay?
They're like arguing, like legitimately, there's like arguing like what they should build. It's actually insane.
They don't know how to communicate. They're aware of it. They're all like in their confessionals. They're like, we don't know how to communicate as a team. Fucking Damian Priest is so confused. Damian Priest is just has no clue what's going on. He's given up.
Hey man, my mom forced me to audition for this show, man. I don't know why I'm here.
Similar to this podcast, even they are all just talking over each other nonstop. Okay,
It's true.
In the John Morrison
True.
section,
There's no structure at all in this team.
There's really not. And it's just my favorite part is at one point John Morrison realizes like there's no communication, and he kind of just like frustratedly gives up. Okay,
But the thing is, he's like 30 and he's like working with like 10-year-olds. It's like, yeah, of course they're gonna like argue with you, you know?
But then like the 10-year-olds are like, hey John Morrison, I think we got our plan figured out. And their plan is a lot more simple than the fucking Miz's team, okay? But they're like, here's our plan. John Morrison, do you think that'll work? And John Morrison, just like very clearly annoyed, he like looks over, he's like, possibly. You know, just very hurt that they weren't taking his feedback. Which is
You think
awesome.
like John Morrison went to school to become like an engineer and then happened to end up being a wrestler?
Shit.
You
and
think that's what
didn't respect
happened?
that? I think so.
I
He was
like
finally,
the third.
He was, oh my gosh, so prepared to shine. He went to school for this shit. This is his one moment, his entire
he went to
career.
school in this 3K.
And these fucking 14-year-olds are showing him up, okay?
The Juggernauts, dude, they got him.
No.
So they were off to building until Andrew WK yells out, "Hey, stop building, guys.
It's time for the setback challenge.
Oh my gosh. And what's the setback challenge?
Well, there's a challenge where if you lose it, your team gets a setback.
Wow.
I know,
it's exciting, dude.
But the specific setback challenge, what this one is on this episode, Steven, is I guess wherever they're destroying, building, and destroying, there's just a lake there in the desert. And in the middle of the lake, they put like a shifting platform, like a balance platform or some shit.
Yeah.
And you have to knock off. They're gonna put two people on the platform at once, and you have to knock off your opponent without making physical contact. Okay.
Scary. Because they're like
best
children,
out
you know.
Of 5, by the way. It's best out of 5, so everyone gets a chance to compete.
Let's
Do you want me
talk
to
about like 0-5.
Go through round by round.
Round by round. I wrote some notes by
perfect.
round by round too. Yeah.
So round 1 was won by Patrick. Shouts
Wait,
out.
so who's going against?
I didn't write that down, man. I didn't think it was that.
Oh, he was going
important.
against. It was Joey versus Patrick, right? And then Patrick like starts jumping around, breaking poor Joey's ankles, right? And then he just falls. Joey just falls down and he
That's
loses.
so sad. Oh my god.
He falls off the platform.
My
The
favorite
next
part
one.
is no, hold on.
Yeah.
My favorite part of that whole thing is Patrick afterwards. Is
In his
doing confessional, and he's like, yeah, no, I had a strategy where I just monopolized the middle. And I was like, oh shit, Patrick throwing out some words.
Yo,
Okay,
Patrick's fucking genius, dude. Look at that gamer right here. And
But
then
listen.
everyone just kind of copied his plan.
but listen,
afterwards.
round 2,
Yeah.
I don't know who lost, but fucking Christian won it.
Damon versus Christian.
Yeah. Well, the
that's the one,
Juggernaut
yeah.
that was there fighting Christian was trying to figure out his
That's
shit.
Damian Priest to you, dude, okay?
And John Morrison yells to Damian Priest. He says, monopolize the middle!
Monopolize the middle, man!
I am trying so hard. Who started that? Did Patrick say it first? Or did John? Okay?
I think it might have been John. There's no way that kid knows what monopolize means, dude, okay?
I love that so much.
no
He heard
way.
him say it. He heard John Morrison say it. He's like, oh shit, I gotta
okay.
use that. Yeah.
He just took like no, it's mine now, guys, okay?
Ugh.
I think it's like, was it Damon? One of them just pushed the other kid off. I think they fell down and just pushed the other guy off the platform. I
Oh
think
yeah,
that's
there
what
was
happened.
absolute cheating this round with Christian.
Yeah.
There was physical
No one
contact.
cared.
There was
Like, I
a
just went,
straight
"Ooh."
shoulder check into the water is what happened, okay?
Oh my gosh. And
I
then
know.
the next match, the next round happens of
Uh-huh.
Austin versus I didn't write the next guy. Hang on.
I don't know, but it went to the Juggernauts because Austin won.
Hey,
And if you're
Austin
keeping
Fury,
count at
baby.
home, if you're keeping count at home, that's 2 points for the Manglers, 1 point for the Juggernauts.
Next
Okay.
is the main event, okay? John Morrison.
Actually, before
What?
we get to the main event, Steven, I just want to point out
Okay.
that Andrew W.K, our dear sweet host, was doing commentary throughout all these fights and knew nobody's name. He just kept saying, like, that guy, that boy.
The Mangler!
Exactly.
Well, I think
was messed up.
like how many films has he done, you know? There's so many children you gotta remember. It's just not worth it.
Yes, I get. No, you bring up
I
a
like
good point.
I like Austin's strategy of just shaking the platform. I think
Dude,
that's what he said in his
don't
confessional.
know their names, bro.
And
I
then
don't.
The main event happened, right?
There we go.
The Miz versus Morrison, and they're both on the
Yo.
platform, and their fight starts, and John Morrison immediately ducks under the Miz, falls flat, and just tries to shank his ankle.
Okay, listen.
I think-
John Morrison went under the Miz's legs on this tiny ass platform that's made for kids to fight on, and then John Morrison just starts humping the ground over and over again until the Miz falls off,
The Miz job,
and it
dude.
worked. It worked. The Manglers are at
Dude.
2. The Juggernauts are at 2. We need a tiebreaker round, Steven.
So in the tiebreaker, Andrew WK is like, "Yo, guys, you guys are gonna pick your best players, except for the adults. Those guys, they might be too good."
Oh
for
yeah,
this
no,
game."
we can't have the Miz Morrison. Let's not have that.
I think one of the kids picked Patrick because he's the only guy who won on their team.
No, man, you loser.
Or was it the other way around?
The
Was it
final
Austin?
was Austin versus Christian. Get
Yeah,
your
it was
notes
Austin.
straight, man. There was mad smack talk during this tiebreaker round.
Yeah.
There was more
Oh, I
physical
remember
violence.
this fight. Because this was the round where Andrew W.K. does his job and goes like, "Yo, guys, no contact. Stop cheating, man."
They
Because I
did
think
not
they're like
listen.
getting too touchy
But
with each
it
other.
worked out because the kid who was more touchy had it like it was karma. He like pushed too hard and he fell in. That's basically how he lost.
Fucking
And so,
bitch.
Exactly. That's what Andrew WK said in the moment. But Christian ended up pulling it out for the Manglers. The Miz's team wins the setback round, Steven.
Wow. Pog for the Miz, dude.
Poor fucking Juggernauts, though, dude. They have their cars
Nah,
exploded.
they're jobbers.
Cars exploded. Now they have another setback, okay?
So, what are the 2 setbacks that they get?
Okay, yeah. Andrew WK says, guys, Miz's
the punishment.
team, you have 2 options for how you can set back John Morrison and his boys, okay? And those 2 options are, you can either sink their car as it currently stands to the bottom of the lake, or you can throw eggs and toilet paper at it. Your choice.
I think the Miz like, yo, guys, think about it. If we put it in the middle of the lake, they gotta take it out of the water, right? And that may take a couple of hours to do.
It may.
But if we TP it, it might smell really bad.
And that might affect them during the race. That might get into their head, you know?
The kid's like, you make a point, Mike, the Mizanian. I think we will TP their car.
And egg it. And egg it.
And egg
they
it, yeah.
do. And they do,
They
Steven.
vandalized it, dude. It was like Halloween, man. It was awful.
And now we cut to them egging and TPing the Juggernaut's car, Steven. That is like under progress, okay, starting to be built. And then we get a confessional from our dear sweet Patrick. And Patrick says, it was really fun to egg their car, especially because John Morrison was so upset about it.
They cut to John just looking like pissed.
No.
So
I
weird.
argue this completely. They cut to John Morrison, just like kind of smiling. He's like, oh, please stop.
Yeah. Oh man.
Which is like, they just
Stop
completely
it,
contradicted poor little Patrick, okay? Because Patrick really misinterpreted this,
I
okay?
think Patrick is being fed lines. I'm pretty sure.
No, you think he's a production plant?
I think
You don't think he
is.
watches Smackdown?
No, he's not the one who watches SmackDown. That's another kid, dude.
How do you know he doesn't watch Smackdown?
I wrote it down. That was Tristan who watches SmackDown.
Might be. But yeah, no, I loved it. John Morrison was clearly not upset.
He
But
was encouraging it, you know. He wanted to play an
Patrick
act.
was so
It's weird
excited.
because like John Morrison, this show is either like a really good with kids or just like an asshole towards them.
yeah,
He flips between the two a lot. It's very
It's,
weird.
he'd be like the perfect.
I think Miz is
uncle,
really
you know?
good at kids though.
Like,
Yeah.
Miz is fantastic with kids. He just ignores them, lets them do their own thing. That's the perfect way to raise a child.
I mean, you realize that they're just smarter than him at like engineering. Cause I think there's like STEM kids, right? I assume, or LA actors, either or.
Definitely
One
the
of
LA
them.
actor one.
Yeah.
But the Juggernauts all agree that they way prefer egging into toilet paper to being drowned, because it's just more gross than an actual setback, which is really profound. Honestly, they're
Well,
good
again,
sports
it's not
about it.
drowned in a lake where they gotta pull it out. You know,
Yeah, well, yeah.
messing
It'd
up
be
all
tough,
the
though.
electronics in the car.
Exactly. It's also wood. You know, it's probably not good for that. But then
Well, it makes him smell even more.
See, even Patrick gets another confessional. This dude's getting all the fucking TV time, okay?
This guy's a talker, dude. More than the actual
Patrick
wrestlers.
says- and Patrick may have honestly, with this next quote, impacted my life in a way I didn't expect.
Is that the one I think it is?
Patrick says, everything is clicking and it's coming together. It's like we see it and we be it. That's our
the one I was
slogan.
thinking of.
See it?
That's the one.
Be it.
I think when I heard him say it, like I was in the office watching it, right? And I just heard him say, "See it, be it." That's the slogan of the Wranglers, right? So I just started bursting out in the office. Dude, it was awful.
But like,
It was so
that's
bad.
clearly not the Manglers slogan. He just pulled that shit out his ass. The Miz has
That's
never
what we
said
do.
that.
We see it, and then we be it.
And also, too, how is it relevant here? Even if it were your slogan, fucking why? What are you seeing and being, bro?
the car, the building the cars, dude.
But
I
listen.
think my theory is that it was something that was at like a prep rally for his school once, and it just really kept on with him, man. You know,
In the context of like some like don't do drugs kind of rally, it was definitely that.
see it, be it, drugs.
Drugs. So true. But like I
man.
looked it up, Steven, because like, is this a real phrase? Because it really doesn't mean shit. This kid just might be saying stuff. And I typed in see it, be it.
Making shit up. Yeah.
And it's not like a common phrase. You know, like it's not like this thing. There's no like dictionary definition for it. It's not like there are like some videos on YouTube with it, and that's it. So but it's in my mind, see it, be it is a phrase. And I think it might be because 9-year-old me heard Patrick say this and was like, "No, Patrick's spitting some fucking facts, okay?"
No,
and
this
I
is
just really
fire, dude,
internalized
okay?
it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I really internalized Patrick words as a 9-year-old, Steven. I think that's what it was. Fuck.
You guys want to say see it, be it as well? Do you see it?
That's
You
my
be it?
slogan. You hear me say it all the time. What do you mean?
Just like the Manglers, bro.
Just like the Manglers.
Just like you're gonna mangle them, man.
Well, why
really
the
suck.
Manglers are too busy saying "see it, be it." Do you know what the Juggernauts their catchphrase is?
What's their catchphrase?
Their catchphrase is "skim the bottom."
It's not bad.
Well,
Skim the
it does-
bottom.
What does it mean?
Skim the bottom of the car.
Well,
Um,
okay. So basically, I think Johnny Mundo fucking cheated here, okay? Because Johnny's like, we chose the phrase "skim the bottom" because it's exactly what we're gonna do in the competition when we pick up the hammers. And in my mind, I'm thinking,
Oh wait, you didn't explain the competition yet.
well,
You're
exactly,
spoiling.
because the fucking show hasn't yet. But Johnny Mundo's like, we have to pick up the hammers. So I'm thinking, what the fuck hammers are you picking up, Johnny? What are you talking about? Okay,
Maybe these confessions were filmed like way in advance, like after
Maybe.
the show.
maybe. But
Maybe.
Johnny's like, we got to pick up the hammers, so we're gonna skim the bottom. But like, okay, fine. I don't know what that means, but let's say that's your strategy. You just exposed it to your opponents by putting it on the outside of your vehicle. Now they know your strategy.
No.
What the fuck is wrong with these guys, Steven?
These kids, man. I think it's John Morrison, you know.
This is all his fault. That's
And
also
then-
John Morrison's a bad sport. The Miz's team walks by, and John Morrison says, "Sweet yellow hats, losers." Which is like, the kids.
They're children, dude. Stop. And then John Morrison throws a toilet paper roll at the Mrs. car.
No.
That's it. That's how the segment
Dude, he has
ends.
some sick ass aim on that. Toilet paper rolls aren't that
Honestly,
heavy.
dude, it was kind of insane. It was far, dude.
Good
At
for
least a
Johnny
mile.
Mundo. But finally,
And then
Steven, the
They get back
builds
to building.
are done. No, they're done with the builds, man. What you talking about?
Well, you missed the part where they spray painted the Mrs. name on the car.
Oh, they did that?
That was my favorite. Yeah. And the kid was
That
like,
was your favorite?
sweet. Yeah. I think it was like
Nice.
Patrick. One of them was like, nice. It was just the logo. It was just the Mrs. name. It's like a 3-letter name, dude. It's not that impressive, dude.
Watch Patrick be on like half these episodes of Destroy, Build, Destroy. They just
Yeah.
shoehorn him into every single one just because they know he's good for TV. He's gonna
like
give
the
us a
he's like the
soundbite.
son of the CEO or something.
Yeah. He knows the business, man. He really does.
And then once Andrew W.K. is like, hey, stop, guys. Game over. It's time for the game to actually start now, okay? What's the game, you might ask? They're going through a maze.
and picking
right?
up hammers.
But the maze is actually just one barricade
Well, okay.
and a couple of barrels.
There's like a couple of obstacles. It's not a very complex maze, but you know,
I mean, there's a lake in the
works.
middle. You might fall in there and drown, which would
It
really
got
suck,
the
you know?
job done, Steven, okay? It got the job
Yeah.
done. Because listen.
Listening?
We have the two teams. We have the Juggernauts and we have the Manglers, obviously, right? But we haven't really done a deep dive into the strategy of the two teams. We mentioned that Juggernauts were struggling to plan. The Manglers had like,
Right.
these really grand plans. And now that we're done with the builds, the Manglers, we've learned, they have a very complicated setup. A lot of cameras, two people facing different directions in the car, a whole bunch of monitors. It's some crazy ass shit. And then you look at Johnny Mundo's team.
3 cameras.
That shit, it's a wagon that they have, okay? It's
They got 3 cameras. That's all you need, dude. Okay.
It's really, they don't have shit. Okay, they kept it simple, okay? I don't know how, with that whole meeting that was going on and they're screaming, how it came out with a simple idea, but they did.
They unga boonga.
They all just gave up. That's really what happened.
Like, yo, fuck this shit, dude. We're just making a car, dude. Okay.
Exactly.
And so So the races start, and they were off. And off they go. And immediately you just see John Morrison and one other kid just pushing the cars.
Hell yeah.
There's no driving.
There's no motor.
I think they might be steering. The guys in the car, right? One guy's steering, maybe.
The idea is that the people inside the car can't see. Half the team is in the car. They can't see. And
Right.
they're the ones
But
who are
the thing
steering
is,
and
like,
navigating.
Could the Miz or John Morrison not see the obstacles in front of them? Like, are they not bigger than the cars?
They could. And we saw John Morrison helping, I won't spoilers, helping navigate because he would stick his hand in front of the camera and tell the driver
would
where to
cheat.
go. I mean, honestly,
He literally
wasn't the
cheated.
navigator, kind of cheating.
Because the
kinda
point of the
cheating.
cameras is that you don't have like a window to see, so you gotta trust your cameras. But then you just have some other guy just look for you.
Just
so what's the
watching
point?
from the outside like a chaperone telling you where to go.
Oh, like a hawk. Yeah.
Honestly.
And then meanwhile, the Miz's team, they run right into the barricade somehow. It makes no sense.
Listen, these guys had all the advantages in the world. The Miz's team won the coin flip. Okay,
Yeah.
They won the setback competition. They got the better explosive. They have a more complicated setup. They know how to
They
communicate.
jumped so hard. They crashed
Bro.
into the barricade. How do you crash into
choked.
the barricade? You can see it right in front of you if you're pushing it. Why didn't they
Legitimately.
just stop the car?
They replayed this shit like 5 times. They drove straight into the barricade. No regard.
I think in the confessional, the kid's like, man, the cameras, I didn't realize the field of view would be a lot further away than the actual car.
They all
Which I guess
blamed
makes
each
sense
other.
for him, you know? But
They
the
all
Miz could
blamed
see
each
the
other.
barricade. It's right in front of you.
Well, Miz wasn't gonna cheat. Miz is a man of honor.
It's like that one episode of The Walking Dead. I think Lori starts driving her car, right? And just runs herself over in it by herself on the road.
What?
Well, who's Rick's wife again in that show?
That's Lori.
Lori, right? I think it's season 2 where she's driving the
She
car.
ran herself over.
Yeah, she got in a car accident by herself in
That's
the middle of the
different
road.
from being run over. Getting into
No.
a car accident.
No.
For her to run herself over, Steven, she would have
No,
to
dude.
have
You know
her
what
car
I mean?
going.
Why are you arguing semantics?
I did
you
not know
loser?
what you meant.
You were
I was
really
picturing-
arguing semantics, dude.
I was picturing Lori
No.
getting out of her car,
No.
running in front of it, and getting run over by it, Steven. I don't know what the
That would
fuck
make
you were
the
talking about.
That would make the show better, honestly. That would
the
make
most-
like she gets out and starts just backing away, like the car starts backing towards her. That would be a lot better for the show, in my opinion.
I don't know how it's physically possible. Maybe like one of those Hot Wheels cars.
It
that you, like,
happens.
you pull
No,
back.
apparently people like get run over by their own cars because I guess they don't park the brakes or whatever. It just falls back on
Oh
the
shit!
hill.
Like that challenge I was on like YouTube or TikTok a few years ago.
Or that one
Shit.
guy from Star Trek who died from a car by himself.
Oh no, it's so.
I don't know how that happened,
Okay, that's
but apparently he
unfortunate.
got crushed by his own car outside of it. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, so it's not semantics. Evidently, it's possible for someone to run
Nah.
themselves over.
We learn something new every day, man.
Either way, no one ran themselves over on this episode of Destroy, Build, Destroy.
No, they
the
ran-
Miz's
they ran
team are
into a
just
wall.
dumbasses, okay? And in the
I know
process, in the process of crashing into
process
the
of
wall,
it.
they destroyed all their front cameras. So now they can't see. which is
How?
great.
There's one on top.
Bro, I
Just
don't
look at the
know.
one on top.
Bro, I don't know. They try creating
know.
some drama, but fucking Johnny Mundo's team
No.
has 2 hammers
Stop. It's a
before the
fucking
Miz's
stop,
team
dude.
even got out of the barricade. They're 2/3 of the way done. The
I
Miz's
think,
team is still stuck.
Then you go to the confessionals, right? The kid's like, hey, the kid behind me is so fucking dumb. He keeps saying left, but he means my right. And then he realized that, like, they have different lefts and rights because they're facing away from each other.
Listen, the Miz's team overcomplicated everything. They
So
they have a navigator and they have a
Stupid, dude.
driver, right? A navigator and
what's
a driver.
the point of the navigator?
But listen,
Just have the driver look at the camera.
I don't fucking understand any of this even. But they have a driver facing the front of the car. The navigators are facing the back of the car. Their seats are fucking back to back. So every time the navigator tries to navigate, his lefts and rights are different. They are different from the man driving the car. And so it's just, they should have seen that. I know they're 14,
What did
but the
they-
fucking Miz was there. They should have seen this
He
coming.
could have just turned himself around. Like, just turn around. It's not that hard to fix.
Bro, I don't know.
It makes no sense.
There was also,
But
to
then
get out of
during-
the barricade, there was no turning required. It was all on the Miz and the fucking other kid to fucking pull their
Just
car back.
pull the car back and drive forward, guys.
It doesn't matter how the steering wheel is facing. Just pull it back, bro.
It weighs like 10 pounds. It's just cardboard and metal.
This is fucked up. And
Oh
then,
no! And then the Miz starts trying to like pull the barricade away and pushing it outwards, and he just couldn't do it. It was just too heavy.
then was it Andrew W.K. was like, that barricade's too strong for even the Miz. It's just like,
Strong on the steel steps, man.
Very
They're
cool.
crazy strong.
But they try to create some drama because Johnny Mundo's team runs into a barrel. But they get past it really quickly. Like, it's not that big of a setback.
They
you know?
realize, oh wait, we hit a barrel. That's the drama.
But then
there.
they get to the end. They have all three of their hammers. They're going to the wrestling ring to ring the bell and win the match. Steven, they try to get, because all four of the team has to be there to win. Two of Johnny Mundo's boys are in the car, and they can't get out. The door is stuck.
No. And then they open the door.
Well, they just pull harder and they get out and win.
I like how they tried making drama for this because they realized it was the most unfair thing ever because the other team is just fucking stupid.
Horrible, man. Johnny Mundo's
They had a team of engineers. Did none of the engineers tell them, hey, wait a minute, guys. Are they going to know which way's left or right?
They were fucking destined to fail, Johnny Mundo's team, okay?
No
the explosions, the eggs, the dumb people. You know, they had it all going against them, and they pulled it out, and they won. And you want to know why that fucking was?
Why?
I was gonna say because they saw it and they were it, but that was the other team. They fucking ate ass, though.
I liked how they had. I liked when they collected all the hammers, right? John Morrison's team was like, all right, shit, guys, we gotta run towards there. And they started playing like epic running music, right? The camera zooming in on them. And then, like, once they ring the bell in the middle of the ring, all of them, right, to finish the challenge, the camera pans out. Miz on the other side of the map. Just starts trying to run to get the hammers. Like, it wasn't even fair. It was so
It's
bad.
unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
I feel so bad for Patrick, dude. One of the kids looked really pissed in their car, by the way. He was mad, dude.
The driver of the Manglers was fucking livid.
I think it was
okay?
that kid. That kid looked mad, dude. Oh my gosh.
But John Morrison's team, the Juggernauts, they get awarded $3,000.
The Miz looked really sad too.
No, the Miz looked annoyed. When he saw that Johnny's team won, he like fucking was like, "Open up, it's done."
you know why though? Because like the Miz actually tried so hard near the end too. I'm pretty sure.
This is what he gets for not being involved in the planning process. You know.
True.
This is all his.
He
hubris.
he let the kids become idiots. It was all his
Too much
failure,
faith.
dude.
Too much faith in the 14-year-olds.
He didn't think of. Wait a minute, guys. We have different lefts and rights.
Oh man. And then they get their $3,000, and the biggest prize, of course, even above that, is that John Morrison's team gets to destroy the Miz's car.
And all their hard work is gone, dude. Those hours of work, man, building, construction, this perfect vehicle, it's forever missing.
Forever tarnished because they choose a rocket launcher and they fucking
Well, they had
blow
3
the
options.
Shit. No, they didn't.
Oh,
They
two
had
options. They had 2 options. They had a TNT and the missile, right? It was like a
Or
rocket.
missile. And they chose the missile.
I know, and it blew up.
It was pretty sick, honestly. I liked the explosion at the
was.
end. It was badass. It was badass. And you know how I know it was badass?
How?
Because
One of
the
the
show
kids
ends
said it.
with John Morrison saying, "That's awesome." That's the
That's
show
awesome.
ends. That's awesome.
That's their sound clip for like forever now.
That's awesome.
That's
It's so
awesome.
true.
How'd you feel about the show?
I was really happy that it was 21 minutes long.
Oh my gosh. You know how you reacted when I saw how long it was? Like, finally, dude. Every show we watch is like an hour long, man. It's like,
Yeah,
oh.
and I love it because we're still able to get a
Grind.
fucking hour-long recap out of it, man. We tripled the
Good.
length of that shit.
Well, it's just so much more enjoyable, you know? It's just so stupid. It's such a
Hell
dumb
yeah.
show. It's not good, you know? Like, it's not a good show.
I don't
but it's
trust
like
your
not
judgment.
bad.
You didn't understand the concept of the show.
It's not, dude.
until after.
The show is so dumb. It makes no sense.
No, it makes sense, Steven.
It makes no sense. They don't use the parts to build their vehicles. They literally use cardboard boxes and wood. They don't use any metal. Like
Those
they
are
use like
from
a
the
rim
cars.
of the car.
Those are from the cars.
They don't even use the wheels from the cars. They use other wheels.
Listen, okay, listen. You don't understand. You just don't get it. It's too complex of a show for you, Steven. Honestly.
They didn't. I think the most they used was like the out layer of the car, the bumper. I think is what they use. I think that's it.
It's just too It's okay to admit you didn't understand it. Okay, like it's fine.
This show is stupid, dude.
It's hurtful. Don't say that. Okay, you just don't
Fuck
get it.
you,
and it's
Patrick.
Fine. Yo, listen.
I had a
Patrick's
fun time
killing
though.
it.
I think I
Yeah.
like corny kid shows. You know.
It was great.
That's
it was
it.
great.
Yeah.
I expected it to be like a lot less enjoyable than it was, but I was interested the whole
What?
time. You know.
I mean,
like
it's very
seeing-
fast paced. You know. I think that's why. There's
Well,
no
it's
like
fucking
downtime.
20 minutes and has 20 segments. You know, it was great.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
It's a lot of segments.
But Steven,
Hopefully, we'll
oh
see
my
more
God,
of this.
that was Destroy Build Destroy from March 3rd of 2010, starring the Miz and John Morrison. Why do half of our non-Lucha Underground episodes have the Miz in it? I don't know, but I'm happy
He's in a lot
that
of
it
stuff.
does.
He's very marketable. You know.
He is. He's the most marketable, man. He's the most must-see WWE champion in history. I don't know if
He
you
can
heard.
talk. He's handsome.
He can't.
That's all
You
you
wouldn't
really
have heard
need.
him talk on this episode, to be fair. He was very quiet as his team did all the work, but
I think John Morrison's just a dick in real life. I'm pretty sure.
No, I get the opposite impression. He seems like such a
No?
nice guy. Yeah. Why do you think he's a
Like
dick?
a frat. I think he's like a frat attitude. I think that's what he has.
No, he seems
He's
like a
so
very
handsome.
nice man. I think John Morrison, honestly, probably be a good dad. You know, I know we
Yeah?
were saying earlier, I want John Morrison to be my dad. That's what I'm saying.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Ideally. But Steven,
Yeah.
Any closing thoughts about Andrew W.K?
You know his attire is just wearing a white shirt.
Does he have
Isn't
white
that crazy?
pants on too? Or is his pants
No, I
black?
think it might be white pants actually.
That's
might be all
crazy.
white.
That's a crazy
Like
fit,
Seth
man.
Rollins.
White pants and white shirt on Cartoon Network. That's
Yeah.
insane. Well, either way, shout out to Patrick. We'll try to get him on next week for an interview for his experience on Destroy Build Destroy. See if
How
you can
was
find
The
the
Miz?
IMDb.
We'll ask him how was the Miz, and be like,
How
oh,
was The
that guy was a
Miz?
fucking asshole. They had to cut out all
Were
his
you-
footage, just yelling at us.
Fed that
Sucked.
line about being it and seeing it, or did that just come to you in the moment? You know, that's what I need to ask.
I hope.
I hope so.
Did you
too.
really see it? How did you lose if you saw it and be it?
Exactly. I think that could be a very attainable first interview for Following Lucha. Patrick from Destroy Build Destroy Season 2, Episode 6. You know?
That kid's my favorite. He's awesome.
Exactly. Steven, we have to talk about what was happening in the world of wrestling aside from Miz and Morrison being on
In
Cartoon Network,
2010?
though. March
Oh my
3rd of
gosh.
2010 to be specific, you know?
Yeah.
Do you think you're ready for it? Because I think it's
Yes.
about time. Okay, man. Are you sure? I don't want to rush you into
Maybe.
this.
I am very sure.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. Wow. Wow. Hang on, I
Steven.
dropped something. What's up?
We have to talk about the week of March 3rd, 2010. Stop dropping
my
stuff. We have
gosh.
important business to attend
I dropped
to.
my pencil, dude. I'm gonna
Dude,
step
what
on
are you
it
writing
and
down?
bleed.
What are you writing down during this
I'm writing down my
episode?
notes.
Like what? What
For
do you
the
have for
episode.
March 3rd, 2010? What are your notes?
Okay. Cartoon Network aired the premiere of Destroy Build Destroy Season 2, Episode 6.
It wasn't the premiere. Well, I guess it was the premiere of episode 6, but okay. Oh, he's gone again. He dropped another pencil.
Did. I wanted to
any
see where
other
it landed.
notes? Okay. Okay.
So what
Well,
did
Steven,
happen on this day?
I'm gonna be honest. It's almost all sad news. I tried my
No.
best.
Did
Wrestling
you go on
news.
Raw at least? Did you watch Raw?
I tried. There was so little. There was so little from
Aw,
Raw
man.
and SmackDown.
It's 2010
okay?
Raw, man. What'd you expect?
Exactly, man.
You can watch an Evan Bourne match. It's so exciting.
So, I don't know really the order I even want to do this in because it's really fucking all depressing. Aside from like
Yeah.
the talk about Raw, I can talk about Raw now if you want. I did look up notes about it because I was hoping there were some happy topics. There weren't. It was a 2-hour Raw, and there was
no.
16 minutes and 35 seconds of wrestling on the entire episode.
What?
Steven, that's fucked up. It's a 120-minute show, and there was 16 minutes of wrestling.
What was the episode about?
Money in the Bank qualifying matches, 2 of which went under a minute. Okay.
Just like roll-ups? I don't get it.
And then the only other match that I wrote down is that, and yes, they were just roll-ups. The only other match I wrote down was that Eve defeated Maurice, Kelly, Gail Kim, Jillian, and Alicia Fox in a diva pajama pillow fight match.
We don't have those anymore, do we? Like those diva battle royales where every diva's on like a gimmick costume.
Yeah, no longer. Also, the match went 2 whole minutes. So
what they do? Jump over the ropes?
It's a great question. Just in and out. They were all in it for Eve. Yeah, I get it. It's a quick payday.
Was this face Eve, right? This is like when Eve was the one.
This is
boring
pre
one.
her kicking Zack Ryder in the balls, and I know that because Zack Ryder was too busy losing the MVP in 45 seconds.
MVP was for wrestling at this time?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
He was qualifying for the Money in the Bank, believe it or not.
Which one was that?
The Money in the Bank?
Is this one a Kane one?
No. This would have
When
been
did Kane win?
Did Kane?
Was that 2010?
Fuck, dude.
Didn't
Maybe
Kane
it
win
was
2010,
Kane.
right?
I didn't think it was, but you might be right. Shit, that's so
Dang,
unfortunate.
what a lame winner.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
CM Punk won the 2 Money in the Banks leading up to this. But then he lost his qualifying match on SmackDown this week because Rey Mysterio interfered. I know. Devastating stuff.
Oh man, Rey Mysterio. Wasn't he heavyweight champion at the time?
No.
Oh.
I think it was like Edge or some shit, yeah. And the Edge, he beat The Miz in SmackDown main event, you know?
Maybe I'm getting confused with 2011.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But Steven, let's get to the sad news, okay?
Oh no.
Awesome Kong was released from TNA. We've had sadder Awesome Kong news before, so this is okay.
I mean, like,
you know,
I think that's really good for her career-wise, you know?
Not really.
She went to WWE.
And
she went back to TNA. And then she got a job on Glow, which is pretty sick.
We forgot her stint in AEW, where she was with Brandy Rhodes for a couple weeks.
Okay, but she was on Glow before AEW, which is pretty sick.
Oh, was AEW after? That's so impressive. And what?
Yeah, AEW was like years after Glow.
So exciting.
Just Glow season 2.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's something. So that wasn't the only release in wrestling. In WWE, Shane Hurricane Helms was released.
What?
Yep. Which is perfect. I had plenty of time. They had just enough time to make an action figure of him. Okay, so I got that.
Oh, thank God.
They let him go, and we're good. Okay, we're all set.
We're good, dude. You get your doll. Like, all right, this is it, dude. Stonks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The pirate Paul Burchill was also released. Unfortunately, Steven.
Who?
I hate to report. Paul Burchill.
Oh.
You don't remember Paul Burchill?
No.
I'm gonna be honest. I only know him because I had an action figure of him.
Was he a pirate?
He was a pirate. He
was a pirate gimmick?
Yes, and like he was fucking his cousin. Yeah.
What?
Yes.
I don't remember this at all. What?
Dude, yeah. Katie Burchill or something. Katie and Paul Burchill. I think they were incestuous. No. Yeah.
Why is there an incestuous pirate gimmick on PG Raw? Like,
dude,
peak PG Raw.
I don't fucking know. But they're both gone. Scott Armstrong is also released from the company.
The astronaut? No way.
It's so sad. It's so sad.
Sucks, man.
This is the brother of Road Dogg and the referee who screwed The Undertaker out of the World Championship. Do you have any recollection of this, Steven?
Who are these people? You're just saying names.
Well, then the last person released in this batch, you will recognize, okay?
Okay.
It was our dear sweet Maria. Maria was released from... I know.
No, I thought it was like way later. What the heck?
There she goes again. I wrote that down in my notes. I thought she left way later than 2010. But no.
I remember she was like a UFC girl for a bit. Like a ring girl at UFC.
She was?
Yeah. She had like a music video for some reason. You know her music video?
No. She sang?
It's not... She sang, man. She sang one song and she was like half naked in the music video. It was insane.
Crazy.
I know.
Oh my God. But I mean, I did not know she was a UFC ring girl. It's cool.
I think it was like once. I'm pretty sure.
Well, she did a horrible job. That's so sad.
Yeah, they just fired her. Like, oh, this guy sucks.
No. But in addition to all of those releases, Scott Armstrong was brought back a year later, which is good.
For what?
To be a producer. I think it was a connection with Road Dogg. I don't know. But
was he good?
As a producer, I don't ask Kevin Dunn, man. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know
Ask
these people,
Bruce
dude.
Pritchard.
Just saying names. It's like a high school reunion. Like, I don't know you guys.
Scott Armstrong was the referee who screwed over the Undertaker and like set him into a vegetative state. Don't you remember this? And then the
No.
Undertaker came out and he choked out the referee. And then CM Punk also turned on the referee. And then CM Punk had a one-on-one match with Scott Armstrong on SmackDown and squashed him.
What?
Yeah,
I don't know
man.
what these are, dude.
God damn it.
I think 2010. I just don't remember at all. I'm gonna be honest.
That's so
It
sad.
it wasn't a good year. I think
No,
I
it really
gained
wasn't.
consciousness like a year after.
Oh,
I think that's
see
the
that
thing.
Self-awareness. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, Steven, also this week of wrestling, this is all just, it's a bummer from this point forward. The Houston Medical Examiner's Office announced that the cause of a death for Umaga was
Oh no, that happened? That was 2008.
Nope, it was 010.
Dang.
010 works technically, yeah. Drug-induced
Yeah.
heart attack. Apparently, he took 3 drugs that you're not supposed to mix, because when you do, they cause fatal heart attacks.
It kills you.
Yes, that is what we
Wow.
learned. So poor Umaga, which
Don't
is
do
really
drugs,
fucked up,
man.
Because listen, I remember seeing the story about Umaga dying on WWE's website, like on their news page.
That was a shoot.
And-
You thought it was fake.
No, I didn't think it was fake. I was still fucking 9 years old back then, as we established. But I remember in my head picturing him, because like they were very descriptive in the article on WWE's website, and they described like how his wife walked in on him in his living room in like a reclining chair with blood dripping down his nose, right?
Ew.
Yeah.
Wow.
But like,
Why would they
little
report
9-year-old
that?
me
Like
reading
exactly
this,
like that.
But like that image of Umaga in a reclining chair with blood dripping down his nose has stayed in my head all this time. I still
Scarred
think
you
of
for
it.
life.
Yeah, man. Like
You got flashbacks reading this?
legitimately.
Like, oh my gosh.
Whenever
No.
someone mentions Umaga, I picture him in that chair that I made up in my head. Like there weren't photos of
Yeah.
him in the chair, right?
Was he
But it's
shirtless
like,
in it?
No. Well, maybe. I think he is
was he-
shirtless in my head. I haven't thought about it that much, but I think so.
He also have the tattoos in his head too.
Oh, definitely had the tattoos.
Oh,
But
okay. This makes sense.
Just, yeah, it really fucked me up, WWE.com. I don't know what they were doing, man.
Just for experience of death, you know? It sucks, man.
Yeah, Umaga? No.
Umaga
It
dying.
might have actually been. That's so messed up.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, was Umaga
Now
the first
listen.
person I knew that died?
No, mine wasn't. Mine was like some Arthur character or something.
Arthur?
Or VeggieTales. Yeah, Arthur.
How did they die?
Someone died in Arthur. Oh wait, no, they had cancer. The cafeteria lady and Arthur. They had an hour-long special where the lunch lady gets cancer. And they gotta cope with the lunch lady having cancer. This is a real episode.
Was the lunch lady a character before she got cancer?
Yeah, they gave a character cancer.
Was it because the actress died in real life?
No idea.
I
But,
hope so. Because
Well,
it'd
she
be
was she was acting in the episode, so I don't know.
Oh shit! She knew it. They knew.
And then Francis is like trying to find the cure for cancer in the episode, and then the lunch lady's like, "No, dude, stop. Okay, it's cancer. You gotta.
I don't want this.
gotta
Just
let it
run its
happen."
course.
It's like so
Wow.
depressing for an Arthur episode,
That's really
man.
what a great message for mankind, guys. Just give up. We don't need a cure.
Yeah.
Come on, just give it a rest.
Exactly.
That's fucked.
Exactly.
Well, in lighter news, Steven, the Georgia
Mm-hmm.
Supreme Court has dismissed Hustler magazine's attempt to have a lawsuit thrown out. That lawsuit
No.
is that you're upset that the Georgia Supreme Court threw that out?
I don't know which lawsuit this is.
Well, because Hustler is being pursued by the family of the late Nancy Benoit.
Wow.
Because
This late?
Yes, this late.
Oh my gosh,
because
4
Hustler
years.
magazine decided that they were going to publish Nancy Benoit's nudes that she took with Hustler over 20 years ago. She decided she didn't want them released, so they destroyed her nudes, right? They got rid of them.
Makes sense.
But then upon
Makes
her
sense.
death, Hustler decided to release them.
Hey, now it's time, guys. Hey.
It's just so fucked up.
Um.
And so her family is seeking
Yeah.
legal repercussions.
Makes sense, you know, cause
Yeah.
So that's a naked picture of a woman who died. who also said, "Hey, don't look at my nudes."
Well, yeah, she didn't want. You can look at dead naked people all day, you know. Power to you.
Was this when she was like married to Kevin Sullivan?
I don't know. 20 years before 2010, 1990, maybe, probably.
Maybe.
But either way, she didn't want them released. She was told they were gone. They released them posthumously. Not cool, obviously. And the courts agreed because they awarded the Benoit. They awarded
this
the
really
Nancy
sucks.
estate. Yeah. They awarded them $20 million in damages. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Crazy. The judge said what you said, Steven. He said, "Gosh." And he said, "Actually, let's knock that down to $250K."
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
From 20 million.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. And then the appeals court got involved because they were like, "Oh, wait, maybe that wasn't a good decision from the Georgia Supreme Court." And they were actually like, "Actually, let's have Hustler pay even less." And so Nancy Benoit's family ended up with $125K in damages.
It's
from
pretty
the
nice,
original
man.
20 million, which is a little sad.
really. How do you win a case and then pay less after it?
Dude, I don't know. It's
Gawker
fucked
type
up.
stuff right there, man.
But yeah, dude, I didn't know that was even a case. Like, that's a really important free speech case that I'm surprised I didn't like learn about in school, like during my free speech.
Well, it's Nancy Benoit is the thing.
Well, no. I don't mean like learn from wrestling, but I took like 2 college classes all about communications law and about free speech.
Yeah.
I feel like this would have got brought up if it went to like the fucking appeals court, you know? Maybe?
I just think it's funny that this comes like, hey, this woman died. Let's publish her nudes.
It's
like
really
4 years
fucked
after
up,
she
man.
died.
And like, again, if she had posed with Hustler released them at the time, and they're like, "Hey guys, here's a look back at the 1990 shoot we did." Like, okay,
Remember when
that's
she
weird.
got murdered today?
But
You want to see her naked.
They told the woman that they were gone. They told the woman that the nudes didn't exist anymore. She didn't want them public. That's
They
so
lied.
different.
They held
Yeah.
it, you know?
That's
They kept
real
it a
messed
secret.
up.
They didn't burn the files, dude. They didn't 86 it. It was
They
awful.
did not. They did not. But you want to know who did get burnt in March 3rd of 2010, Steven?
For realsies?
For realsies.
Oh my gosh, who got burned?
That would be the Undertaker. He came out to
Oh,
the ring
okay,
at
okay.
Elimination Chamber and got burnt up by flames.
No, I remember watching these videos of these. Being like, oh my gosh, that's so sad. This isn't real. Right?
So sad. That's what you said as a 9-year-old watching the Elimination Chamber?
Yeah, just crying. Like,
As
just
the
me
dead
watching
man
on this
was burned
giant
alive.
screen.
No.
Me and my Undertaker action figure just watching this man get burned to a crisp, man, just crying about it.
It's devastating. I feel like I
Sucks.
remember them talking about it on Stone Cold's podcast. Because like Undertaker says that he wrestled the match. He did. He wrestled the match with these like however many 4th degree burns or whatever the fuck. He got through the entire Elimination Chamber matches are not quick, you know? But he got through the entire match with these severe burns. Fucking guy's coat and hat caught on fire. He's just insane. But he lived to tell the tale.
You know, a lot of wrestlers get burned by their pyros.
I mean, we're talking about Cody, Jeff Hardy, The Undertaker, anyone else?
AJ Styles.
AJ, okay, it's a good list.
Randy Orton would get burned. Like, his pyro would just fall on him. Or is that
Oh, there was
Goldberg?
that one WrestleMania crowd where the fire just shot into the crowd instead of up.
Oh, yeah.
That was.
Did that happen at the Royal Rumble, too?
Oh yeah,
Or
there was the
no?
Royal Rumble where the sign started dripping on people.
The WrestleMania signs, man, they just explode. I don't know how.
Hey guys,
Who's
maybe
making
less
these
pyro.
signs?
This is why AEW is the better product overall. An
It
AEW
is.
wrestler's never been burnt by pyro, just Cody's dog. So
Oh no, his poor dog. It's a
Yeah.
good thing they fired the guy who made the pyro, you know?
Thank
and not the guy
God.
who brought the dog out.
thank Christ for it, Steven.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was strapped to find news stories from March 3rd, 2010, because again, Wrestling News blog lady wasn't around back then.
She didn't exist yet. She wasn't born.
So these were the stories I walked away with. Just so many
I think it's
releases.
a pretty good list, man.
Yeah. My favorite's that you
Pretty
don't
good
know
list.
who Paul Burchill is. That's awesome.
This is giving me arg.
Ara, fuck my sister. That's what he says. That's his whole gimmick.
Arg, wanna fuck my sister, baby. I mean, this
That's
was before
awesome.
Game of Thrones. It was very revolutionary at the time, if you think about it, you know?
That should
Very
be our
progressive.
gimmick for the podcast, I think. We dress up like pirates. And we say we
Fuck our
sisters.
sisters. Art. Hey man, what do you dress up for Halloween this year? I'm gonna fuck my sister, Art.
I'm dressed up as Paul Burchill, who, if you don't remember...
If you know
Dude,
what
I
Paul
could so
Burchill
do
is,
that.
man.
Yo, Paul Burchill's
That's exciting.
easy ass costume. I get some cargo pants, some boots, and a bandana, and I am set. Okay.
Yo, you wear shit says sister fucker. Awesome.
Is that what I wear? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I could do that, I guess.
This is a great gimmick.
Good
Imagine
gimmick.
getting the gimmick. Imagine you're in Vince's office, right? He's like, all right, you're gonna get the gimmick of you're
You
a
have an eye
pirate.
patch.
Oh, sick,
Yeah.
sick. I like this. I like the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. These are good. This is good. We're gonna fuck your sister. Maybe not.
Crazy.
Unless he's really into it, you know. I don't judge. Well, it is kind of illegal. So one of them.
Okay.
Um,
okay.
One of them
well,
accepted it, you know. So
Exactly. As long as it's consensual. No, not even then. I don't think then
I
even.
mean, it's still illegal in most
Well, you're
places.
a pirate. There probably aren't many options on the open sea. You know, like.
Yeah, there's
Right?
other pirates, you know.
I guess, but maybe you're most attracted to
They're
Katie,
fish.
you know, or that, I guess.
Not,
But Steven-
not Katie Vick, no.
No, not that Katie. I think it was Katie Burchill. Wasn't that her name?
I don't know.
I mean, you
man.
wouldn't know, I guess, but I swear.
This is like an ECW gimmick from like
He may have been
2009.
from WWE CW, Steven. That's a good call.
Yeah.
That's a good call. Dude, I'm going to pull up a photo so I can show you Paul Burchill, because I'm really upset you've never
Alright.
seen this man. Dude's
Is
crazy.
he a fat white man?
I mean, you're not too far off. Do you see him?
He's pretty built. He's pretty built. He looks
I
kind of
guess.
badass, man.
No, he does not. He does
Kinda
not
badass,
look
dude.
badass. When you type in Paul Burchill, the first
It's got a sword, dude.
he does have a sword. My action
It's like
figure
Drew
had
McIntyre.
the sword. The cutlass.
Dude, just imagine getting a Drew McIntyre figure and having like a sword. That's crazy to
That
me.
is pretty insane. Steven, can you guess
And
what
it's more
the number
sharp
one,
than the real one.
the number one Google autofill is after Paul Burchill?
Incest.
Paul Burchill's sister is the first
Ah,
result.
so close.
So sad.
Imagine it's his like indie gimmick, man. It's like, hey, what's your resume, dude? Oh, you know, was a pirate.
There's his sister.
Were they actually sisters, or was it just like a gimmick sister?
Yeah, the two of them were great sisters. I don't know, man. I have no idea.
Do you wanna go to the current news then?
I think we've got it, man. I don't know anything
Okay.
else about Paul Burchill. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Steven,
Hey, man. What's up, dog?
I'm gonna be honest. I was really struggling with the 2010 stories.
Yeah.
I'm also struggling
What?
with the current event stories.
Hey, I got an exciting story for this week, man.
Please lay it on me.
So, last night, or tonight maybe,
That definitely
Was
was,
the
not
start
April.
of the
I promise.
WrestleMania 39 launch party.
Wow.
Special guest, Snoop Dogg,
Yo.
Jojo Siwa.
Okay. That's
There was
cool.
a segment out, right, where the Miz is like doing his gimmick stuff, right? He's like, all right, special guest, Jojo Siwa. And she comes out, right?
because they were on Dancing with the Stars together.
Yeah. But the thing is, they hug, and she's like almost the same size as the Miz.
That's
And it's
awesome.
crazy.
She's a giant. She's a 6
She's
foot
a gigantic
monster.
child, dude.
That is so sick. She's still got the receding
know.
hairline from her ponytail.
She does.
Yeah, let's go.
And then she says, "This is gonna be epic."
Was
I
she
love this
right?
dude.
Was the WrestleMania launch party epic?
A lot of the mics did not work at all.
Okay, that doesn't sound
Like, a lot of noise just not coming out of those microphones, dude.
No. Was
A
Snoop
lot of things
Dogg's
happen.
performance good? Or did that mic also not work? Just
I
singing to
think
an
the
empty
mic
arena.
didn't work too.
No.
And then I think when the Miz walked, Liv Morgan comes out, right? And she starts like, "Yeah, guys, it's me, Liv Morgan," and she's like smaller than Jojo Siwa. Which is
Literally
so
half the
sad to
size.
see. And then like the Miz like, "Oh, I'm leaving. This is lame." And then Jojo's like, "Nah. Hey, hey, goodbye, right? And she's like, come on, guys, sing it with me. Come on.
Did they?
Nobody was singing with her.
Fuck.
Nobody was
mics
singing with
didn't
Jojo
work.
Siwa.
The crowd mic wasn't working is why.
Yeah,
they were
it's probably
cheering.
why.
I think so.
Might be why. You know who else was there? Who's that one guy that says, I'm not fat, I'm fluffy? You know that guy?
His Gabriel Iglesias. Fluffy, Steven.
He was
Fluffy
there.
is his
He was
name.
there.
Oh.
Fluffy was there. He
Wow.
got kissed by Las He got kissed by the two. Who are those?
He got kissed by Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo?
Got kissed by those two, dude.
Shit.
Well, you see, it was supposed to be Raquel Rodriguez. Is that her name or was it Rodriguez? It's one of them.
It used to be Gonzalez. I think now it's Rodriguez.
Okay. Yeah, they're supposed to kiss her, right? Like, oh, we need to kiss some hot Latina woman. I think that's what they said, actually. And then Raquel's like, all right, guys, come here. Close your eyes. Kiss my cheeks, guys, okay? You can give me a little puck. And then she backs away. Fluffy walks into frame and gets kissed on both cheeks. And it's a very wholesome moment, dude. Very sweet.
Steven, did you say you can give me a little puck? What does that mean? What is a little puck? Is that innuendo?
Like I don't know, man. It's up to you, man.
Okay.
It's up to you,
cool.
dude.
WrestleMania watch party was crazy.
And then there was this one match of Ricochet versus Austin Theory. And then Ricochet comes out with like the Rams cheerleaders, but not the women cheerleaders, the male cheerleaders.
No, that's not true. Don't say that.
Poor Ricochet, man.
Ricochet got the men cheerleaders.
You got the men cheerleaders and the women.
Oh, and
because usually
okay.
when they do these entrances, it's mostly women, but this time had men, so it was very cool actually.
I was really hoping it was just the male dancers with Ricochet, man. That would have been sick as fuck.
Oh, he lost, by the way.
No.
Anyways, do you want to hear about what happened right now on
Vince probably booked that
Smackdown?
show anyways before he left. Yeah.
Oh no, he didn't. He didn't book this show. You know why? You know who debuted on SmackDown today?
Who debuted?
Hit Row.
Swerve is back on SmackDown?
Swerve.
Oh.
Not Swerve. Just Hit Row, the guys who don't matter.
They're
Those are
back?
the guys that returned today. Apparently.
Fab and the other guys?
The guy who made the racist rap against gender.
That's a weird decision.
Yeah.
Who are they gonna have lead them?
No, they're all the same, dude.
It's like the Nexus?
No, the core. It's like the core.
Oh, the core. Might be.
They're all equal, you mean?
No, you're
right.
right.
Yeah.
Well, the Nexus, I think they were supposed to start out as equals, but then they got upset because Wade was the leader, right? I don't remember my 2010 lore. I got to brush up on it, Steven. I'm sorry.
But yeah, are you excited to see Hit Row make it back without Swerve?
I love Swerve.
Me too.
I'll watch him. That's crazy. What if Swerve just blatantly violated his contract and showed up on SmackDown anyways?
Isn't that the thing right now of AEW, of people being like unhappy right now with their contracts and their position on the card?
Like Miro tweeted something out where he was like, I was better booked in
I don't know.
WWE
I feel like being an undercarder for like AEW would kind of suck backstage, you know? I don't know.
I mean, no, not really.
I think it depends. No.
I mean, this is maybe
also
a
seems
bad
pretty chill
attitude
though.
For me to have. Exactly. It's like so few people get to make a living and like have a paycheck in wrestling that like, I don't know. They're getting a job, man. They're getting a job. Steven,
Yes.
I do not have as many stories. I did not watch SmackDown, sadly. I know you're getting all the live updates.
The greatest show on Friday nights?
That's the one. I'm ready for a good time,
man.
Steven. But Wrestling Inc. is where I usually get my news from. And they changed their whole website layout, and now they kind of suck. Okay?
Oh my god, I see what you mean. It's like it's like 3 columns, right?
It's very weird. I had to
3 rows.
do a whole bunch of navigation. But I don't know if it's like they got new writers too, but the articles were like not good this week. So my news stories are like so far
Are they ever
and few
good?
between. That's a good point.
Most of it's just like Sean Ross Sapp tweeted out.
I mean that's fair.
Fightful said. Brian
Fightful
Alvarez
reports.
said.
Fightful reached out. Exactly. That it really is all of their reporting. But this is the first bit of news from me at least on this part of the episode, Steven. Wrestling Inc. changed their layout, and we need to campaign for them to go back to it previously.
Exactly.
That's all that I ask. Also, Steven, this is maybe going to
Yes.
be really devastating for you because I know how much you love the product.
No, don't tell me.
NXT UK canceled
No.
their next 2 tapings.
No.
And now...
Who's gonna become the
apparently-
UK champion now?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
The talent is really worried about like whether or not it's gonna continue, if they're gonna have a job in a couple of weeks. And like,
No.
I hope they do cancel NXT UK, but they all keep their jobs and they just move to Raw. You know?
Yeah. They become 205 Live.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. They
Or
don't let the
WWE.
British wrestle with the Americans.
That would be
They
awesome,
put
dude.
purple ropes on for the British.
They put like regal red ropes, like the velvet red ones.
They put a Union Jack on the canvas. That'd be crazy.
They get like
Yo,
a statue of a lion to put out. Would be awesome.
Hunter, you can take this idea. We won't charge you, man. You can do this.
It's true.
You can do this. Well, yeah, so I'm a little bit devastated by that, Steven. Where is Ilya Dragunov gonna go?
Nowhere because he's injured right now.
No. This is why they've been migrating Jordan Devlin and the grizzled young vets over, as they know
Yeah.
it's a sinking ship. You know, they needed to get them over while they still could. This is so sad.
I mean, hey man, JD McDonald might become NXT champion. You know, you
That's
never
not
know.
his name.
It might
It's just-
happen. JD McDonald?
It's not McDonald.
name.
It's
Is
McDonald.
it not McDonald?
McDonald.
McDonald. I mean
McDonald.
McDonald.
There's no L. There's no L or D. It's a
It's
really
not
stupid
McDonald?
name. No, it's McDonald.
McDonald.
Think Madonna, but Mac.
With a G.
McDonald.
Oh.
You know?
McDonald.
McDonald. Yeah.
Well, he's
like
becoming the
that.
next NXT champion, man.
Yo,
He's gonna
McDonald?
carry Braun Breaker.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Yo,
I think
Steven,
he's
do
he's being the Breaker.
we want to talk about it?
God. Not after
let-
the last episode, man.
We can't after the last episode.
Not after the last episode.
Guys, if you don't
Guys.
know, we got a cameo from our dear sweet friend Blake Christian, the independent wrestler, GCW champion, all kinds
Is
of
he
stuff.
actually?
He's probably held a title there. Maybe. He
It's on TNA once.
he did a cameo for us, okay? And he was very sweet. He gave us girlfriend advice, and it was just so kind. But we asked for girlfriend advice because we really were big fans of his girlfriend,
It's true.
Cora Jade. But Steven,
Breaking
I think
news, guys.
we were deceived.
Little premature celebration from us yet again. In fact, he might
asked-
be the reason why this
We
event
asked
happened.
for girlfriend advice from a man who doesn't have a girlfriend. Is what we did.
So last night, Cora Jade posted on her Instagram story a picture of Braun Breaker at a restaurant with heart emojis,
Guys,
hinting that she might be dating Braun
it's
Breaker.
not confirmed. There wasn't the caption saying I am dating Braun Breaker, but
There's still confirmation, guys. We still got hope.
people are reporting that Cora Jade and Braun Breaker might be dating. I think it's just speculation. I think she maybe included the heart emoji by accident.
Maybe it's like a friendly thing, you know, like a friendly. You know how like girls will have like they'll post like heart emojis. You're so
Yeah.
hot. Heart emoji. Like it's
I
like
think
that.
it's probably platonic. I think Braun Breaker is gay.
Sexually.
So it's like, yeah.
I think Braun is gay.
So I
Very obvious.
yeah. So I'm pretty certain.
You know who drives a red Corvette?
Who drives a red Corvette?
Braun Breaker.
Oh shit!
Isn't
You know
that
who else
crazy?
drives a red Corvette?
Ooh.
Cora Jade now.
No.
Really sad, Steven. They're dating. They have to be dating. She had to have broken up with Blake Christian, and I am devastated. Do you think
that's
maybe
our
Blake
boy,
Christian
dude.
broke up with her?
I mean, they unfollowed each other on social media. You know, it's fortunate. Unfortunate. It wasn't.
Maybe it was
mutual.
maybe their fingers slipped.
Maybe they just stopped falling in love after he became an indie guy and got paid hot dogs and handshakes again.
Do you think she only dated him because she thought Blake Christian was going to be the next John Cena?
The next CM Punk.
Yeah. Yo, listen, if I am in NXT and I have my pick of the litter, I'm like, I get to date anyone I want to.
You see
I'm
Braun
choosing
Breaker?
Braun Breaker, baby, all day. That is my meal
Christensen?
ticket. That is my meal ticket.
I mean,
that man's
like,
taking me.
he has muscles, a personality, a future, money, a red Corvette.
He has most of those things. But
He can do math, you know? It's insane. The guy's
it is
crazy,
pretty
athletic.
insane. He could do math.
perfect
He's crazy
package, man.
athletic, honestly. But I'm a little, I don't know how to take the news. I'm a little devastated. I don't know who to believe. I don't want to report one way or
I
the
fell
other.
to my knees at Walmart when I saw the Instagram story, guys, okay? I was shopping for my groceries and I saw the news and I broke down, guys.
You
Couldn't
should give
take
him
it.
a bad review on Cameo for not letting us know that he broke up with Cora Jade.
What's our review? I thought this guy was dating Cora Jade. What happened?
Listen, what if they were dating and then she posted that anyways and that's why they unfollowed?
Oh
No.
I like how immediately after Blake Christian like posted a selfie himself at the gym, like abs.
Blake Christian's trying to bulk up in the gym, guys.
So I mean, he looks very attractive, you know. He looks like a Greek god.
Blake Christian?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, he does. Hell yeah, he does.
The guy's looking
Either
jacked,
way,
dude.
I'm devastated. We will keep you updated on any more news we find out about Cora Jade's relationship status, and the same with Blake Christian and Braun Breaker. But it felt like a really big update that
felt betrayed.
we had to mention. Yeah. Does
Blake
Cora
Christian
Jade
was my
do
boy,
cameos? Does Cora Jade do them?
No.
Do we know?
She might do one for like charity season when they do it for charity, you know? I think Finn Balor does it too for charity.
Well, we'll
It's
do
like
our reporting.
$500.
I'll ask Sean Ross Sapp if he can get any more info on it, and then we'll report what he reports. Is probably how it'll go. So
Yeah.
Otherwise, Steven, did you see Sasha Banks at C2E2?
I did see it.
Oh my God! I can tell by your
I wasn't
background.
there. Oh my gosh.
You didn't pay $150 for a photo with Sasha Banks?
What do you mean? I love these photos because they always post them online and they're always so awkward.
Hey guys, if you didn't see the photos, Sasha Banks did her first convention after leaving WWE. And in all of her images, aside from like one or two, she is 6 feet away from every single person who paid over $100 for the photo with her. Props to her. That is her prerogative. I will
She's
also
making
do
bank,
that.
dude, okay?
When there are
like
inevitable following Lucha meet and greets one day, Steven, we are doing this. We're each of
6
us
feet
are
away.
6 feet away on either side.
You and me
okay?
too are also 6 feet away.
Exactly. Well, no, we're 12 feet away. Okay, they're in the middle of us.
They're getting sandwiched between like an evolution
Exactly.
chain. I really like it because I'm pretty sure Sasha Banks only did it because she didn't want to like get close to people, like men, certain men.
Certain men.
Certain
Yeah, no,
people.
I understand it. I understand it, Steven, wholeheartedly. I just think it's very funny these people paid so much. Guys, I got a photo with Naomi at WrestleMania for free.
I know, and you're close, you know?
Yeah, she put her arm right around me. It was so nice. It was so
It's
wonderful.
crazy. I have that picture. It's great.
Cool, man.
You know what's? Have you ever told the people that about the Naomi story?
Yeah,
Or was
we
it
did a
just a
whole real
WrestleMania
shitty
thing?
WrestleMania recap episode. Remember
Yeah,
that?
we could recap the recap, man.
Oh my god. I mean, Naomi walked past us
We
at
were
WrestleMania.
sitting at our spots and we saw Naomi walk down, and nobody said, "Hey guys, that's Naomi," because
Yeah, I
nobody
think
knew who
everyone
she
was afraid
was.
to say it was Naomi, but my dad knew. My dad recognized that woman from anywhere.
Saw the hair,
Big
the
Total
really bright
Divas
green dress.
season 1 through 5 fan, you know.
I remember
And then
on this one scene where she was sleeping naked with one of the Usos, and they
Okay.
complained about how they couldn't sleep naked again with each other
Wow.
for
That's
some
so
reason.
wonderful. I was just listening to the Deadlock podcast the other day, and they were talking about
Mm-hmm.
an episode of Total Divas where Tyson Kidd refused to have sex with Natalia because he was too busy watching the G1 climax.
That's pretty base, dude.
Yeah, that's awesome.
How'd they say that on Total Divas?
That he was watching the G1 climax. I don't
Did they
know,
not
man.
say it, or it was like he was just watching it?
It was probably like blurred out in the background, is my guess. Something like
Oh, was that the one where she's like in the lingerie on the thumbnail?
Maybe. I don't know. I have no idea, but we gotta go back and watch, man. I hope the next non-Lucha
We really
Underground
should watch a
episode-
Total Divas episode, not the pilot, just like a random episode.
Exactly. I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I vote for the episode where Rosa Mendez, she did a lot on Total Divas, Steven. There's so much.
Well, because she had her butt cheeks shown on public TV, you know, it really sucked for her.
Oh, you mean
she
with
got-
her wardrobe malfunction?
Yeah.
You know, that
Pants
did
got pulled
happen.
down.
I guess.
Right from the camera, man. They didn't cut away from it or anything, by the way. Or Rosa Mendez.
That's so sad. That's so sad. Steven, I have more sad news, actually. Maybe
No.
even sadder than Rosa Mendez being pantsed. Okay?
I mean, that really sucks, you know? Getting pants on TV.
What sucks even more
Uh-huh.
is dedicating your life to this business of professional wrestling. Putting your everything into it, okay? Going to Japan, putting your life on the line, having your throat broken to a point where you would never speak the same, okay? And then realizing you can never wrestle again, dedicating the rest of your life to the behind the scenes of wrestling, producing matches, managing talent, all for it to come to an abrupt halt. Steven,
Don't tell me.
John Laurinitis has been released from World Wrestling Entertainment.
No.
And
no.
I didn't think I'd
This is-
see the day.
This end of era,
First,
dude.
Mark Carano. Then Vince.
Dude,
and now our boy.
I might drop to my knees right now. I'm not
You
at
should.
Walmart, but
You
I have
really
enough
should.
toys in my room to look like a Walmart.
Go to Walmart right now and drop to your ground, Steven, okay?
You know what's crazy about John Laurinaitis I learned the other day?
What's that?
He has a bunch of pictures of the Bellatons in bikinis.
What? Oh, they're his daughters-in-law, though.
He only married the mom because he's attracted to them, I'm pretty sure.
Why would you say that? You can't prove that. That's so
Can you disprove
defamatory.
it?
Well, lie detector test. Yo, I hope we get sued by John Laurinaitis and we get him hooked up to a lie detector to prove if he
Let's
wants to
go.
fuck Nikki. That'd be crazy.
Do you want to fuck Nikki Bella, John Laurinaitis?
Have you ever
This is
at any
great.
point in your life wanted to have sex with the Bellas? That'd be crazy.
Have you ever
Stephen. Oh my
touched
God.
your pee-pee?
In general, I would like to know that. I would like to know that. But yeah, no,
too.
Johnny Ace is gone, Steven. I'm gonna miss him. I already do miss him. I'm gonna get out my action figure from my closet when I'm back in San Antonio over the weekend.
Burn it.
No, I'm gonna bring it back to Austin with me so I can have it by my bedside at all times.
Protect you from the ghosts in your room. It's like, oh, I need the pew power with me.
Precisely. In his red suit, it'll be beautiful. But I just thought it was worth mentioning. It's a really sad time. Also, a sad time, Steven, is Johnny
Yeah.
Ace wasn't the only man embarrassed by the executives in pro wrestling this week. Okay,
Who was embarrassed
Wasn't
too this week?
Wasn't the only man metaphorically pantsed by a CEO
No,
because
don't tell me.
our boy Dustin.
No.
He did the
Dusty?
interview, Steven. No, not him.
Yeah.
He's long gone. His son,
Oh, okay,
though,
okay.
Dustin
Okay.
Runnels, the Gold Dust. He went on to an interview and he said, "Yeah, AEW is gonna do 2-day pay-per-views."
Wow.
And I was like, "Oh, that's a bad decision." But I went about my life. I was like, "Whatever. I don't watch them anyways." And then
What? You don't watch
Tony-
pay-per-views, bro?
no.
Excuse me? You don't watch wrestling?
But then Tony Khan, Steven, he
Yeah.
did an interview himself. And he said, "Yo, I don't know what the fuck Goldust was talking about. We're not doing that shit. That wasn't even brought up."
Throw him under the bus.
Yeah, he was like, "I don't know why he said that. I trusted him."
You know what probably happened was like they're having a conference meetings, like someone brought it up once, said nothing else about it. Dustin's like kept in his head, like,
He
yeah.
really liked the idea. He's been pushing
Or he
for
was
it
the
ever
one
since.
who brought it up. He was the one who brought it up. Someone said, yeah, that sounds like a good idea, man.
Cool.
Cool.
Tony Khan was on a different call. He was not paying attention.
Yeah,
That is
that
so
sounds
sad.
awesome, man. It's like a Zoom meeting. They like bugged out for a second. We were
Oh,
like
no.
his mic cut off.
That's so sad. That is so sad. I like that
Very
idea though, that
exciting day.
Goldust is just trying to politic his way into 2-day pay-per-views. For what reason? I don't know. Maybe he thinks he can get a match on the card if it's 2 days. I'm not too certain.
We got the pre-show match in one of those.
No, the buy-in? We get 2 buy-ins? Why didn't you say so?
Do we actually get 2 buy-ins?
We would.
Oh my
if
gosh.
that happened. I really
Does
hope
WrestleMania
not.
buy-ins? It doesn't, right? WrestleMania doesn't have buy-ins, right?
They have
Like
a
pre-shows?
pre-show. They don't call it a buy-in. What if
they
they
have
just
pre-show
fucking ripped off the name buy-in?
But then they don't have like pre-show matches, right? For WrestleMania? Or do they?
They
I don't remember
the
watching
entree
one.
was one this year for WrestleMania.
We didn't see that though, did we?
Oh shit! They moved it to SmackDown. Remember?
Oh, man, that sucks.
Yeah,
Miss
and Madcap
Madcap
Moss
Moss winning, bro. This sucks.
Shit, no, you're right. Damn. That is devastating. Usually there is
This
a
is
pre-show, though,
awful.
with pre-show matches. Because Goldust...
Maybe we just got
not
cucked to my
Goldust,
pre-show.
fuck. Myers and Cardona versus The Revival was a pre-show match, I think. Right?
What?
For the tag team title.
Oh, I think meant for like AEW. Like what?
No,
How did this happen?
WWE. In New York, New
Yeah, I remember
Jersey.
this. I remember this. This is when they won and broke
Yeah.
the streak. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
I
pretty
think that was
sick,
a pre-show.
honestly.
And Ryback versus Kalisto for the U.S. Championship. That was a pre-show
That sounds
match.
kind of sick. Unironically, I would watch
no,
that.
Well, I assure you, very seriously, it sucked.
No, what do you
No,
mean?
I think Ryback's last match in WWE.
Have you ever seen that one where maybe gets squashed by Mark Henry?
Oh, like a tables match or some shit?
They were doing a spot where like he would pick up Mark Henry, right? You know how strong he is, but the spot was supposed to not be strong enough to not carry Mark Henry, so he gets squashed and gets the pin from that.
No, that's
Poor
so
Ryback.
sad. But Ryback,
Poor Ryback.
rules. People forget.
Ryback is awesome, guys.
Exactly.
I watch his TikToks where he looks at videos and says stupid and then blocks me.
I watch his Table for 3 on repeat over and over again with Daniel
in the
Bryan and Dolph
background.
Ziggler.
It's like watching Shaun of the Dead. There's something new every time I watch it, man.
I have watched that more than I've watched any wrestling match. You know, I seriously.
Dude, how do you
have.
rewatch? I'm gonna be honest. I never got rewatching wrestling matches, to be honest. I don't know why. I just don't see the appeal because you know what's happening. You know.
Well, now I'll go back and watch stuff from when I was like 9 or 10 because I don't remember that shit. You know.
I just skipped to the ending. I'm gonna be honest. I don't actually rewatch the entire match.
That's so
I watched the
sad.
entrance. I skipped to the ending. Like, all right, that's good enough for me.
It's devastating. No,
I
the
know.
only match I've like gone out of my way to like rewatch. I've mentioned this before is the 6-man ladder match from Takeover New Orleans because that was just badass.
Oh, it's a pretty good one.
You know,
It's a pretty good one, man.
It's a good
I didn't
match,
watch it.
but it's not good enough for me to bring it up as much as I do. You know, it's just I don't watch wrestling.
It's a 5-star match.
It really was. It really was.
Had Lars
Steven-
Sullivan in it, man. That guy was awesome.
But if you've been paying attention to NXT television recently, there aren't any 5-star matches, okay? And
How
for a
could that
long
be?
time, people were saying NXT 2.0, Triple H is gone. That's Vince's and not Bruce Mitchell. Bruce Mitchell's a journalist.
Shawn
Pritchard's
Michaels.
fault. No. It's Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard's
But Shawn Michaels is a
fault.
trainer for them, isn't he?
Well, yeah, Shawn Michaels came out in an interview earlier, and he was like,
Uh-huh.
"Hey guys, that was really unfair when everyone blamed Vince and Bruce. That was me. They didn't have any clue what was happening in NXT. That was me, guys."
It really was like an NXT. It probably was just a Vince bias thing.
So sad. Like, good for Shawn for owning up to it. You know.
I mean, like, I like NXT 2.0, you know? I like the clips I watch, you know? The 2 clips I watch every week.
yeah.
The
What
Wesley
clips did you
stuff.
watch this week?
Watch the Wesley match versus the other dude from the who's the North American champion again? Carmelo, right?
Carmelo Hayes?
something. Yeah, that guy.
Okay.
Trick Williams, that's the other guy. He had a match with
Yo.
him. It was like a 6-round match. It was insane.
Oh my god.
I
Was it like
know.
boxing? What do you mean?
So they come out of the ring with, like boxing like gloves, right? They box like 1 round. It's like a best to like 3. I think first one to get 2 rounds or 3 rounds wins. They were boxing the first round, right? And then like after that, we're like, all right, no more boxing. Take it off. So like actually wrestling. But like each round is like 30 seconds long. It's such a
Yo.
weird match.
Did they have a
So-
weigh-in Cody style? That'd be
No.
awesome. Oh, damn.
You think they should do weigh-ins for WWE?
For every match, even the like fucking MVP versus Zack Ryder in 2010, the 45-second match.
Mark
that should
Henry
have had a
was
weigh-in.
Rey Mysterio.
That'd be fucking sick as hell. Oh my god.
This sounds
That'd be
great.
But I'll bring up the weigh-in with Cody because Anthony Ogogo did an interview this week where he was like, oh yeah, that segment I was only in 3 segments in AEW. That one sucked ass.
Oh no.
Apparently,
what segment was it?
He says it was the weigh-in segment where he and Cody like got on the scale and Big Show weighed them. And Anthony Ogogo said, yeah, I got backstage and my phone blew up because all my friends asked me why I said that on live TV.
That's the worst feeling, man.
Well, apparently he said to Big Show, you can't even count. But how it got picked
You're not
up
Scott
on TV,
Steiner.
well, how it got picked up on TV, Steven, is you're a big, I know.
The slur or
No, not a slur. The cunt,
Okay,
man.
okay.
It's
oh,
I know. I don't think that's
the
a slur.
woman slur. No.
No.
No, man.
But then he was like, I don't think I said it, but like I might have, which I think is the best defense ever.
Well, according to like Logan Paul, when you come out there, it's like everything just kind of happens in motion.
That's
like,
kind of what he
remember
said.
most of it.
Anthony Ogogo said, when I'm in that ring, it's real to me. So
I think that's
may
what
have
happens,
said the
though.
C word.
I think you actually tunnel vision though in matches. I'm pretty sure because there's like so many people watching cameras and stuff. I think you tunnel out. I never done before. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying what
You've
Logan Paul
never
says, man.
Done a weigh-in while the Big Show hovered over your shoulder and weighed you, man? That's fucking weird.
Dude, that's so scary. Just the Big Show right next to you, man. This like
That's the
7 foot
most fucked up
beast
guy
of
to
a dude.
have weigh you. No one's gonna weigh more than the Big Show.
Like you couldn't get like one of the manager guys to do it. You gotta get the Big Show.
Yeah, fucking what's his name? Who's Tessa
Tony
Blanchard's
Schiavone?
dad? Or Tony Schiavone? Yeah, I guess that works too.
Tony Khan could have done it, you know.
His dad, the billionaire, shows up for the weigh-in.
Nick Khan is so funny in AEW. I love that.
Awesome.
Like, oh man, why do people watch this? My son likes this. What?
Oh,
you want
think they
how
should
many
make him, like, the
tractors?
authority figure. He says he's taking over
great.
Dynamite. Tony only has Rampage.
I'm taking over Rampage, man. That's okay, Dad. You can take Dynamite. I'll take the real show, AEW Dark Elevation.
Oh, shit. That's awesome.
This is some dream booking right here, man. This is my Triple H
Honestly,
booking,
man.
dude.
Yeah. That's so awesome. That's
Speaking
so
of
crazy.
Triple H booking, have you seen who returned on Monday Night Raw?
Not Shane McMahon. Who returned?
No,
though?
Samuel Shaw.
Oh shit! Yeah, Hatchet is
Yeah.
back. Dexter Loomis.
Isn't that
is
crazy?
here. I mean, a
Not
little
really
bit.
at this point.
Yeah, no,
really
it's
that crazy anymore.
News, it was
It's
like 7 days ago, but like you know,
kind of expected it to happen.
you thought Dexter Loomis was
No,
gonna show up
just
in
these
the main
NXT
event.
returns.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, fucking hit row, man. That's crazy ass shit.
They don't even get the good parts hit row. It's like all the lame parts.
Dude, I have no clue. I have no clue what's going on there. But
Yeah.
no, I say Shane McMahon isn't showing up on Raw because apparently
Oh, he got this owned, right?
Sources within WWE are saying that they have no interest in bringing back Shane McMahon in any capacity.
I love after the Royal Rumble, the match he like produced, I think, is like everyone just started shitting on him as a person. It's crazy.
So sad. It's so sad.
Poor Shane.
Dude,
You were so
I
excited when he
wish
came back too.
Shane would. Dude, I wrote fanfic when Shane came back.
Why?
Did I not tell you this story?
Is it like when you role play as a kid, and, like you start acting out like wrestlers? 'Cause that's what I do.
No.
Oh.
You have to explain that to me in a few seconds. But I was a
Okay.
sophomore of high school. I was a sophomore in high school. Miss Fessel's English class. Okay.
Who is
and our
that?
assignment over spring break is Miss Fessel was my English teacher. Believe it or not, Steven, of
No
my English
way.
class in high school that I just explained.
Oh my gosh.
And we had to write a book over spring break. I definitely explained this before.
A
And
book?
I
Over
had to write a
spring break?
book over spring break, and it had to be at least like 18 pages. Mine was like about 60. Okay.
That sucks so much, dude. Writing 18 pages for spring break.
It was.
A book?
She was an insane person. That teacher. I loved
the
her,
fuck
but
do
she
you
did
do
some
that?
crazy ass shit.
Is this like an
Um,
AP class? That's
No, it was
way too much work.
pre-AP.
That's way too much work, dude. I took regulars English. You know what my project was?
I don't.
Make a poster board of yourself and I got a C
Yo.
on it.
Okay, well, that's tough. I got a 100 on my novel because I don't
Did
think
she
my
read it?
teacher read it. No way she did.
How did they? No, there's no way they read it because it's like 16 pages per student. You have
I
like over
swear.
50 students at least.
I swear
Like,
we've
how
had
you
this
read all those?
conversation. We've definitely had this
No,
conversation
I don't think so.
Because
I
my
don't think
book
so.
was all about... Because Shane McMahon had debuted that week, right? He had just come back to wrestling.
Uh-huh.
My novel was about if Shane McMahon came back and he got CM Punk to come back with him to WWE. And it was all about CM Punk's return to WWE.
Man, this is some good. Did you post on Reddit?
No, I don't.
This fantasy book
I
game?
don't know if I still have that. I
Can you
need
find
to look
it?
for it.
I wanna
even
read
if
it.
I find it. Oh my
We're
god!
reading, dude. That would be such a good bonus episode.
Oh,
you just reading
no.
it. That'd be great, dude.
I don't know if I have it. Because I think I
Why?
wrote it digitally on the drive that we had in school
Bruh.
in high school. Do we still have access?
Bruh.
There's no way we still have access to that, right?
We gotta hack it. Hack the system.
Hack the S drive.
Yeah.
Let's
Hack
do
the
it.
student files.
But
Wow, dude.
I'll look
Why
for it
would
when I'm
you-
home this weekend.
I really hope she read that and just like thought, what the fuck is CM Punk? What the fuck's a Shane McMahon?
Ain't no way I still have that. God damn it. Okay.
Why would you
well,
make a project about wrestling?
Dude, I made every project about wrestling. That's
Why would you
not
want to be
even
known as that one
exaggeration.
kid who wrote about wrestling?
Well, I didn't have to read it in front of the class, man. No one else knew it was about wrestling.
Oh my
you know?
gosh, have you seen that one Reddit post of the guy who performed the CM Punk pipe bomb for drama class?
No, you told me. You make fun of me.
Apparently some kid sat down for his drama class and performed the CM Punk pipe bomb. And I just like imagine some like kid just like crisscrossing on the floor saying, John Cena, do you lay down there to the class and then waving to the teacher, hi Colt Cabana.
Colt Cabana. Do you think he ad-libbed? Do you think he changed it and he said his teacher's name instead of Colt Cabana?
Hey, Miss Fischel.
Oh, I hate this. I hate this so much.
This is awesome, dude.
Well,
I don't think I ever
CM
mentioned my love for wrestling in real life. I'm gonna be honest.
You shouldn't.
I don't even love wrestling.
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
a-
It'd just be a lie.
It's like
if
a
you
neutral
did.
thing, you know? I'm indifferent towards it.
I understand. But either way,
Yeah.
Steven, something you can be not indifferent about, something you can be excited about, is that
Uh-huh.
my AEW champion, CM Punk, is back, and I didn't even have to write a fanfic about it.
Oh my gosh.
He came out, and he got
Remember when
John
he criticized
Moxley's
AEW
face.
when they came out? Wasn't that... Remember when he criticized AEW when it started? CM Punk?
Just now when he returned?
No, when it's the company started, he criticized it.
Oh, what would he
Yeah.
say?
I don't remember.
Oh, cool.
I don't remember
Thank
these
you
stuff,
for bringing
dude.
that to the table.
No, you're welcome.
I don't remember him criticizing it, but I do remember him doing the interview at StarCast before All Out. That was cool. That was cool. But Steven, no, the champion's back. He was on Dynamite. And
Hey, that's sick. Can he fight?
I think so. He came out to John Moxley and he helped him fight off the Jericho Appreciation Society. And then he was like, "You want to shake
The most
hands?" And
deadly
then John Moxley
members.
said, "Fuck you." And CM
Roster.
Punk said, "Oh no."
He pointed the finger. It was crazy, man.
That's so mean. That's so rude. Who would do that? But yeah, Punk's back, Steven. Are you excited? Are you gonna watch his matches?
A current day CM Punk match sounds so exciting, dude.
Did you see the video I sent you the other day where it
Oh,
was
yeah.
in 2K and it was the caption was the finish to Moxley versus Punk, and it was Punk
was a great
stumbling
video.
on the buckshot lariat before being paradigm shifted. That's so sad.
It's gonna happen.
I still haven't
know?
watched his Hangman Page match because I don't want to see the
It's
buckshot
not good.
lariats. Was it not?
It's not.
What's
I mean,
the
it's fine.
official Meltzer rating? I need to know.
Probably like 4 stars.
That's not that bad.
Probably.
It could be
I mean,
worse. It
I
could be
don't.
worse.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Steven, I got some major news though, okay?
Major, like the brothers.
Nope, not like them.
Oh.
We talked about them earlier. But this is some major news because I didn't even feel comfortable editorializing. I copied the headline straight from WrestlingInc.com. So this is
Oh
verbatim.
no.
Okay?
Is it clickbait?
Listen.
Don't
Rey
tell me.
Mysterio teases passing on his mask to another WWE superstar. Who could it
Logan
be?
Paul?
Who is he gonna pass his mask on to?
Damian
Oh my
Priest?
I don't know.
Raquel
There are
Rodriguez?
a WWE star. I don't know which one.
Cora Jade?
I don't. It might be Cora. There was the one time when he showed up in NXT and he had the thing with the guy with the weird hat in Lucha Underground. What's his name? King Cuerno. What's his name? What's his name?
Santos Escobar?
Santos Escobar. Is he the next Rey Mysterio?
One of the Dons?
Holy shit! Are they gonna bring back Troy Two Dimes Donovan?
Just imagine Tony D'Angelo coming to Raw like, "Hey, Mysterio, if I beat you, I'm gonna take your mask," and he beats Mysterio and just unmasks him on TV, and he comes Rey Mysterio, Don Mysterio.
It's not even a match. There's no mask versus hair match. None of it. He just walks up to him backstage and takes his mask.
Hey, I'm gonna take your mask here, man.
No.
And he becomes Don Mysterio. It's my favorite gimmick of all time.
That'd be
Next
awesome.
to Axiom.
That'd be a tag team. That'd
What
be
if
awesome.
Axiom just gets the mask? What if they do mask versus mask? Axiom versus Rey Mysterio? He just steals his gimmick.
That would be sick, man. Oh my god. Yeah, but I don't know. I wonder who's going to get it. I am hoping for. Well, now
David
you have my
Flair,
hopes up
maybe.
for Tony D'Angelo.
Dude, I'd be so happy Tony D'Angelo just gets the mask, becomes Don Mysterio. That's my fantasy booking for like the 8th grade, man. If I were to have an 8th grade writing project.
If, like, Roman Reigns is really close to Rey Mysterio and like has a really deep personal connection with them, and it would mean a lot if Roman Reigns could wear his mask.
it's like Biggie.
Because you're not gonna tell someone like that no. You know, like if Roman wants to go the rest of his career being a Mysterio, you're gonna let him.
Yeah,
you know?
that's the bloodline, man. It's expanded. Like Buddy Murphy, he's also in it for some reason. He finally got his wish.
That's so exciting. That's so exciting. But yeah, so well, I'll keep an eye out. I'll keep you updated on who Rey Mysterio gives his mask to.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I need
no,
this
you're welcome.
news.
You're welcome. What would be a dope ass story? As if like it's too late now. There's no Izzy, right? This will be the story with Izzy and Bailey in a few years. But like if Rey Mysterio
versus
did the
care
mask
match
thing with someone in the crowd, like a wrestler, like now he did that with, that would be so sick. You know?
Have they ever done like the Sting spot with Rey Mysterio, where he's like a fan in a Rey Mysterio mask, and he takes off the mask, and it's a Rey Mysterio mask?
That's a great question. If
There's
not,
no way they haven't done that yet, right?
Missed opportunity if they haven't. Steven, also I have some more, not necessarily. Oh yeah, I have more masked wrestler luchador news. Okay.
Axiom? Oh my gosh.
No, I
Axiom.
don't. I am never going to talk about Axiom. Axiom could fucking pass away. I won't write it down for this list.
You just won't bring it up.
No.
Poor A-Kid, man. Poor A-Kid.
Let him rest, Steven. No one cares about Axiom.
Bro,
So-
fuck you. I love Axiom.
I'm sorry, man.
Bitch. Oh my god, speaking of NXT, do you know Zoe Starks? Do you know
She
who that
used
is?
to be Io Shirai's tag team partner, I think, right?
Yeah, do you know her finisher is like so cool looking? It's like a GTS, but she flips them backwards. Really sick
Sammy
looking.
Guevara's Go to Hell?
Yeah, but they're like standing, and they just flip them to her
I
knees.
think you're describing Sammy Guevara's move.
No, because Sammy carries them right on his shoulder.
Yeah.
They're just standing up, and she like flips them onto
That's
her knee.
weird. That's weird as fuck.
But looks sick.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I believe
Take
it.
my
I
word for
believe
it. Believe everything I say.
Steven, our luchador news. Pentagon, Penta Oscuro is no longer. He has reverted back to Penta El Cero Miedo, which is
No.
a cooler name.
Don't tell me.
Obviously. I mean, I just told you, man. It's sad as fuck. I don't know why.
Aw, man.
I don't know why. I thought Penta Oscuro was badass. You know?
One's more marketable, you know? It's his catchphrase.
Penta Oscuro is way more marketable than putting Penta El Cero Miedo on a shirt, bro.
Are you telling me you wouldn't have your name become a full title of a sentence?
I would not have my catchphrase become my name. No, I
What
would
if my
not
name
have
is Steven Following Lucha?
what see it be it. That would never be my name.
Patrick, see it, be it.
Yo, that's a good gimmick though. Holy shit.
It's also a pirate. This is awesome.
Shout out to Patrick.
I hope we get Patrick in the podcast.
I really hope so.
Fuck everyone else though. Fuck you, Tristan. You don't watch SmackDown. Probably a mark.
Honestly. Do you think that's how Kat Dennings found wrestling? Is from Andrew W.K?
Oh my gosh, maybe.
Consider. I think it might be.
I like WWE. No, I think you like AEW. It's a better wrestling product, man. Okay. It's like the
They're a
Attitude Era,
split
man,
household. Andrew W.K is a huge mark. He got so pissed off when she watched SummerSlam.
No, you should be watching the real shows, okay? Like, Dark Elevation is when the real talent come out and have these banger matches. And to showcase all these indie talents, like, Bing Bang Banger, you know, that guy's awesome.
You ever seen Parker Boudreaux before? That shit's crazy.
That's a real name or not?
That's a real name.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. AEW announced the bracket for their trios tournament. And
we do predictions?
Oh shit, pull it up. Let's do it. Let's
Okay, I guess I will.
Do it, Steven.
Hey, predictions time, guys. We'll never mention this ever again.
Never. But listen, Steven, okay, because I recognize all these fucking teams on this list, minus one. Okay? Not the rest, not minus one. Guys,
the FTW. The Taz team, they're not in it. Because they broke up.
Unfortunately not. This is devastating. Don't bring it up, Steven. There's a team called the Truth Busters. Or the Trust Busters.
Is that the Dude Busters?
I honestly had no fucking clue what it was.
No, they're the best friends, right? That's what their tie is.
Believe it or not. Yeah.
They don't have the best friends in?
No, they are. They are in it. They are in it. Don't you worry about that.
Good. They're not winning, but...
Google the bracket. I just typed in AEW Trips tournament. That's not happening. Okay, here we go. But the team, the Trust Busters, they are the collective of Parker Boudreaux, Ari Daivari.
When did he show up on AEW?
Some bald guy. I don't know. I didn't know any of these three people were in AEW.
I know the first one is in there. I don't know why. I just know that from like osmosis.
Just some the Brock Lesnar dude, that guy.
That's his thing, you know.
I mean, I guess so, but I don't. Why is he a trust buster? What does that even mean, trust buster?
Isn't that like a political term? Trust buster?
I don't. Wait, maybe this is it. Tony Khan is a trust fund kid. Okay, so.
Oh my gosh.
Arya Daivari has a lot of money too. Maybe he's more like self-made than Tony Khan is, and he's looking to take over Tony Khan's role in the company. Maybe. I think so. I think so.
Now.
But Steven, I just got the bracket pulled up. Do you have it?
No.
What the fuck, Steven? I guess I can send it to you. Well, I can just tell you it. The first match of the tournament, Steven, is going to be Death Triangle, El Triángulo de la Muerte, versus Will Ospreay and Aussie Open. Who do you have in this match?
Oh man, it's a tough decision.
It is pretty tough.
I'm gonna go with Death Triangle.
Why? Why would you go with Death Triangle over the dude who they're bringing in from another country?
What?
Because they're not bringing in Pac from another country or Pentagon or Phoenix.
To be fair though, if Pac's gonna show up if he's winning, so that's my argument.
Good point.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Will Ospreay's only showing up if he's winning. Okay. Actually, this could go either way. Because listen, on the bottom side of this bracket, it's Andrade El Idolo, Dragon Lee, and Roosh facing the Young Bucks and a mystery competitor.
Okay, here's my point of view, right?
Okay.
When we went to Ring of Honor, all the AEW guys won.
That's true.
That's my argument.
Okay, so Tony Khan doesn't put over foreign talent, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I understand it.
I mean,
but Steven, you forgot this tournament, this entire trios tournament is a shoot. They're all shoot fights. So you have to keep that in mind. Yeah.
Are they actually? What? No way.
No, they're not all actually.
No way. That'd be awesome, dude. I'd watch that.
We should make our predictions as though they were, though. You know?
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, Pac is like an insane, like steroided man.
That's a good point. So is Will Ospreay.
Got that.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But no, the Young Bucks have a mystery tag team partner. I'm assuming it's going to be Kenny, right? But
no.
I was going to say.
Why would it be Kenny? It would be like fucking Hangman, dude.
Why the fuck would Hangman turn them down? Hangman said, no, I don't want to be part of your team. Hangman said, I'm going to be part of the Dark Order's trio.
Hangman helped him like last week.
Hangman, I know, and this week he said, no, Young Bucks,
Nah.
I'm fighting with the Dark Order, not you guys.
And now he's gonna help him, dude. It's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen.
How?
It's gonna happen, man. I don't know. It's gonna happen though, man. And you're like really silly when I'm right for my prediction, dude.
Okay, so you think
Just
Hangman...
imagine.
This is a great story, actually. Hangman Page is in 2 teams on both sides of the bracket. It'll
how
be
he
the
wins.
finals, and he's in both teams, and they fucking have to figure out something to do. Oh my god.
No, he just fucking picks one, and then they win.
It's
Or
3
they
on 2.
lose. Yeah, and they lose anyways.
That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
But Steven, I was gonna say I think I pick Will Ospreay and Aussie Open because then you could have Will Ospreay versus Kenny
Wow.
Omega. But Neville Pac has way more history with Kenny Omega, so I think I'm also gonna go El Triangulo de la Muerte.
Okay. So what would you argue against my argument about going for Death Triangle?
Well, I'm working it out as I talk. I thought I was on Will Ospreay's side, but I don't think I am
What's
anymore.
the point of this conversation? We just
You
both agree with
convinced
each
me.
other.
You convinced
Just
me.
I just said he would want his AEW
You
contracted.
convinced me.
That's all I said. No
next
one
up-
outside of AEW gets over in these tournaments.
Next up, Andrade El Idolo, Dragon Lee Roosh, Young Bucks, and a mystery competitor. Steven, what if the mystery competitor is Brendan Cutler? Okay? What
I'd be happy
happens
with
then? You would-
Okay, well think about it. It's the Young Bucks, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the Young Bucks, man.
What if it's their younger brother Malachi?
Oh my God, Malachi Buck.
Yo, I hope so. I hope so. That'd be sick as fuck.
I think
That'd
it is gonna be
awesome.
Malachi Buck then.
You think Malachi
Andrade, how's his booking right now in AEW?
Not good.
Okay.
Like they're definitely. This is like Steven, if you want to get some points, I will give you 10 bonus points if you predict Andrade and he wins. But I am going with the Young Bucks and Kenny.
I might go for Andrade. It's not gonna be Kenny. It's not gonna be Kenny, dude. It's gonna be fucking Hangman Page.
I'm
He's gonna
going
like a fool. He's gonna
Young
turn
Bucks
heel,
and
dude.
Kenny, but I only get
Yeah.
points if it's Kenny. Okay?
Okay.
And you're
Okay.
going Andrade and you get 10
I'm
points.
going Andrade, dude. I have to go for
Okay.
Andrade. That's my boy, dude. He's married to Charlotte, dude. Okay, he's awesome. Which
No,
is
it's
weird because
fair.
I thought they broke up.
But
I don't know
then-
when they went back together.
I thought they broke up too, man. I think we reported on this podcast they broke up, but we just got it
Yeah.
from the dirt sheets and they never did. That's probably what happened.
They probably heard some rumor like, hey, they might break up because they're in different companies. And then it got transited to they broke up because they're in different companies.
No, rest in peace. Steven,
Yeah.
now you have to make a decision. Triangle
I want
de la
Andrade, dude.
Muerte
Fuck everyone,
or
yeah.
Andrade. You're saying Andrade to the finals. That's what you're saying.
All the way, baby.
Holy shit.
Fucking love Andrade. That is awesome.
Damn, bro. I'm sending the Bucks to the finals, okay? They're beating the Death Triangle.
What?
Yeah, man. But now we go to
No.
the other side of the bracket. We have the House of Black versus Dark Order.
Fuck.
I don't know if we know all the Dark Order
Fuck,
members
man.
yet. There aren't that
I didn't know
many
they had that
left.
many members out anymore.
Yeah.
They all left the company. Shit, man. This is such a
Hangman's
hard
there.
one.
Hangman is there. I'm going Dark Order, but only if Hangman gets injured and they bring back Stu
Watch it be
Grayson.
Kenny. Watch Kenny be the one coming for the
shit.
Dark Order.
That'd be awesome.
Awesome. I'm gonna go House.
Kenny's House of Black, but he's just dressed up like Buddy Murphy. Oh my god.
Dude, that'd be so great. I love this.
Holy
This is my
shit.
booking.
I
I'm
changed
going
it. My pick is House of Black with Kenny Omega. Yeah. Obviously.
He's gonna
Are we
appear
both
every-
House of Black?
I'm House of Blacking, dude. Okay, I'm going
Let's
full
go.
House of Black.
Then we go down,
Anyways.
Steven. Last match of the first round.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Trust Busters versus the Best Friends.
Ooh, that's a
I'm
hard
gonna
one,
be
man.
honest. I think this tournament was designed for one team specifically to get these titles. Tony Khan's
Yeah.
mentioned it in interviews before, like they're waiting
I
to
mean,
have
like,
them debut until the titles
That's
are here.
been most of the titles for these tournaments, you know.
Yeah. So I'm pretty certain, pretty confident with this pick when I say the Trust Busters are moving on to the second round.
Yeah.
They've been waiting for
Gonna pin
Parker
Orange
Boudreaux
Cassidy as well.
Yeah. Arya Davari's getting the pin. It'll be awesome.
Who's the one getting the pin in this match, man? There's so many possibilities. So many outcomes.
So many. But yeah,
Oh
no.
my gosh.
Tony Khan knew. He was waiting for WWE to release Harlan so we could start his trios.
He saw the
division.
tweet. This guy looks like Brock Lesnar. Like, yeah, that
My
guy.
trios titles.
fucking signing that dude,
around
man.
that man's waist. Yep. Mm-hmm.
He's getting all 3 belts.
It's...
Yeah, yeah.
So, do you have the Trust Busters or the Best Friends? This feels obvious.
Go to the Dude Busters. The best friends, you know?
Oh, we just... Steven, we have the same bracket minus 1 team.
No. I'm going best friends, man. Fuck
Oh,
the Truth
shit.
Busters.
Okay. Then do you have House of Black winning or the Best Friends winning?
That's a good question. Let me think for a second. One has Orange Cassidy, right? He's pretty over. The other two, pretty cool.
Well, they got Brody King. He's in God's Hate, so it's pretty good. We could start singing.
I like Julia Hart.
Yeah, I have a conundrum, Steven, because on one half of the bracket, I have the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, and on this half of the bracket, I have the House of Black with Kenny Omega. And so I feel like if I pick House of Black, I run into the Hangman problem.
It's like when I predicted it.
Which is really sad.
I think House of Black beats Best Friends. Hot take.
Shit. Okay.
What's yours?
Well, I don't know what
happens.
happens. Yeah.
Oh wait, no, you
Trustbusters
get
have to
House
go.
of Black versus Trustbusters. No, not the Trustbusters.
No. I mean, they're going to the finals. Don't you worry, Steven. Yeah. Don't misinterpret.
Thank God, dude. I was worried, man.
Hell yeah. So we got Harland, Arya Davari, and some dude I don't know versus the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega.
Was this one really popular? Like fucking, was it Christian Cage or something?
Oh shit. That's crazy.
don't know who that was.
Just dressing like a b-boy now. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. So your final is Trustbusters versus the Young Bucks.
Versus the Elite. I'm thinking what happens is...
Wait, why aren't like the Undisputed Era in this?
Well, unfortunately, 2 of them are injured.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah.
Sucks, man.
A little sad,
Did they still have the Owen Hart title?
That's a great question.
Is that still their prop?
How dare
Did they
you?
lose
How
that
dare you?
title?
Like, oh my god, they should have to vacate it if they can't defend it in 30 days.
No, they're in an interim tournament for it.
An interim tournament for the Owen Cup. Brian Pillman Jr. still can't win his eliminator match. This is so sad.
Poor Brian Pillman Jr.
That's devastating. Yeah.
Anyways,
no, I think
back
it's
to the
pretty
real
obvious.
topic.
Yeah, the Trustbusters are winning.
Yeah.
But they're gonna make a show out of it. All 3 members of the Elite are gonna be each pinned by a member of the Trustbusters at the same time. And none of them kick out. Yeah.
It's like a super kick. They super kick each other and they fall and they lose.
Yo.
And count out.
And all 3 get pinned.
A KO.
An awesome return.
They
for
KO'd
Kenny.
themselves.
They did. They did. So who do you
gonna
have
go
winning?
House of Young Bucks winning.
No, you don't have the Young Bucks in your finals. You have Andrade and his boys in the finals.
I have Andrade fans and House of Black. What the fuck? How'd this happen?
So do you think Andrade?
Oh shit, it's the battle for Zelina Vega, dude. This is awesome.
Yo. This is a great point. This is a great point.
I kind of have to go with my boy Andrade, dude.
You got
know?
You see his pinstripe
Yeah.
pants? They look so cool. You know?
They do. Have you seen his elbow? Shit's sick.
So Steven,
sick
I
elbow,
think we
dude.
kind of nailed it as always with our AEW predictions.
Yeah.
I don't see where we go wrong here.
I can't wait for people to say that we are really dumb for making these predictions and we don't know wrestling.
Talk to me when Harland has all 3 belts, okay? So
Dude, imagine the Brock Lesnar like pyro and shit. Like, watch him next to come out on a tractor, okay? 3 tractors. He's in the middle of one.
awesome.
Good
Do
gimmick.
Arya Davari and the other guy not even get an entrance, so they come out during commercial?
This is great, bro. This is good booking.
That'd be devastating. I think
Where's
so.
Where's Tony Studine at?
Oh shit, is he maybe the other member of the Trustbusters?
Oh, he might be actually.
It's a white guy I didn't recognize, so it might be
actually
him.
might be. Actually might be. Oh
Yo,
my God.
he's wearing a white tank top.
Yo, Tuda's gonna become the 3-time champion, bro. This is awesome, dude.
Let's go. Okay,
Anyways, that's it for the
so
episode, guys.
sad. Those are just 3 NXT rejects. Davari.
You know who I feel
and
bad
Parker.
for?
Who's that?
I feel bad
the
for Braun
Following
Breaker's
Lucha
penis.
listeners, because this episode's almost what?
Because Cora Jade has really good grip strength on her hands that she can break skateboards in half by swinging it forward.
And do you think that carries over to the bedroom, you're saying?
No.
Okay. Well,
anyways, guys, that's
hey guys, we'll report
episode.
back to you with more news on Cora Jade's grip strength in the next episode.
Hey guys, follow us on TikTok, subscribe to our YouTube channel, rate us on podcast websites like Spotify or Apple,
iTunes. Exactly.
iTunes.
Otherwise, we'll be
Podvine.
back next week with another Destroy, Build,
Donate
Destroy,
money to us
recap.
if you want.
Oh yeah, you can do that too.
That's it.
Yeah, we need enough money so we can create our own Destroy, Build, Destroy.
Guys, we need that daddy shirt. Okay, that's what we need.
And well, first we got to get the daddy shirt and the balls
Alright.
shirts, and then we'll
So many
recreate
shirts.
Destroy, Build, Destroy.
So many sexual innuendos, dude. Insane.
There really are, man. There really are. So I can't wait for my Cora Jade grip strength shirt. That's awesome.
Dude, they're gonna make a shirt that says like break her or something. He's so stupid. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
someone's gonna make a sign that says that. They're not gonna make a fucking shirt that says it, man.
I
Someone's
want
gonna
a
make a
face
sign
fuck
and
me
get it
Finn
taken
shirt,
away
dude.
from them.
Would you get a
Yo.
face fuck me Finn shirt?
Yo, at the
I love
promotion
that.
I worked at Syracuse during college, the girl who brought that sign to the show was a manager. Felicia
Yo.
Rose. I know.
Was she an actual wrestler there, or she
No, she
became
was
like?
a manager. She was a manager for the Natural Nick Sullivan, who came out
Yo.
to Natural by, I think, Imagine Dragons.
That's my theme song. Radioactive.
So cool, so cool.
Hyped
Steven,
up, man.
We got to be back next week. We got to get some rest, okay? So let's do it. Goodbye, everybody.
All right. Bye. Wow.